Ladies and gentlemen, we are live for another episode of the one and only Rebar Show with your host, JP Motherfucking Fingers.
Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? Main man, new fucking tracksuit. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? JP Motherfucking Fingers here, full flex. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Rebar Show is brought to you by that big dog. That cutest fuck dog with a cigar in his mouth. Sir Louis Cigars. Hit him up on Instagram at Sir Louis Cigars. Swing that big boutique dick around. What else? Look at this fucking beard coming in now. Look at this beard. Maybe 1 month growth. Look at this fucking bad boy. Hit him up at Bearded Buffalo Oils. Hit him up on Instagram. Use promo code REBAR there. Throw that fucking word around and see what it does for you. What else? Oh, 69 boys calling me. Humasmart.com. Take care of your cigars. Take care of your fucking life. At all these fine establishments, use promo code fucking REBAR. Ladies and gentlemen, I forgot my vape pen back here, Herfhead, so I had to throw a bag of shotgun tools at you.
That was okay.
My bad, buddy.
Figured it out.
JP Fingers, the one and only Herf Daddy, Herf Dashian,
Herfelicious.
Herfelicious, Elastic Gas.
Huffington Post.
Elastic Gas.
Huffington Post.
All right. Before we get into our guest, Herfed, hit us with that little fucking disclaimer you do.
All right.
Please.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Rebar Show may say and do some dumb shit. And if you don't like what we have to say, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Make like a horse's dick and hit the road. We don't care. But seriously, don't get butthurt. All right. It's time for our main event. How do we announce this guy? He's on the screen right now, SLAM FRANKEL. This guy, at one point, was, I want to say, Herfhead's boss. Where, you ask? I mean, Herfhead's only ever talked about one job, maybe two jobs when he was an air cabin specialist for air cabin filters. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here with SLAM FRANKEL, a.k.a. Herfhead's old boss, a.k.a. Herf's daddy.
Oh.
Well, I'm just saying.
Zaddy,
he was
with
the
a
boss,
Z.
no? Zaddy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Herf's Zaddy. Zam Zaddy.
What's going on, fellas? Thanks for having me on.
Dude, thank you for coming on, man.
It's an honor. Cool stuff.
I do have to touch on this. What was your relationship like with Herfhead?
Yeah.
Love hate. Love hate.
It was one of the best people I've ever worked with. Turned into one of my best friends. I confide in him with everything. He's a cool dude. Absolutely awesome guy to work with.
And I never take a day off.
And yeah, well, I'm sure we're gonna get into that. No, yeah. Cool guy though. You could bust his balls. He shoots back. Nothing's off the table. Herfhead is the man.
Oh shit.
Yes. I think he knew you were going to say this nice stuff. That's why the first time ever I've seen him with something with a fucking collar on it. He's like, you know what? He's getting a fucking appreciation speech right now. Let me put something with a collar on. Let me dress up a little bit.
Get a fucking graduation sash.
Herf, is that a house robe?
It's a Fruit of the Loom hoodie.
Yeah, Fruit of the Loom.
Oh, it just looks like it's got collars on it the way it's sitting. Sorry.
You're a Hanes man. Stop saying you're buying Fruit of the Loom.
All right, if it hangs, it's for me.
I'm pretty sure I've seen him on the commercials with Michael Jordan for Hanes.
Absolutely. Tagless, baby. Always buy tagless.
Yeah, of course.
That's it. Hey, Herf. Strain it. All right. So we got to get into this. Originally from Long Island.
Yeah.
Born and raised Long Island?
Yeah, my whole life. So my whole life in Long Island. Same house. Grew up in Oyster Bay. It's Nassau County.
Right by Carlo.
Yeah, Matt. Yeah, I think I know Carlo. Yeah.
yeah, you do. Who, me? He's like, oh fuck that guy. I know him.
Yeah, exactly.
The guy with the beautiful hair.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, he's like the Italian John Stamos.
Wow.
Seriously, like in his prime though on Full House. Like that's what his hair is still like now. It's ridiculous. It's amazing. Great head of hair.
Envious.
All right, born and raised Long Island.
Yeah, man.
I mean, a lot of people probably have an idea why you moved, but why'd you get out of New York? Why'd you get out of the hustle and bustle? I can't even believe I just said hustle and bustle. So yeah.
I was under a lot of stress. A lot of stress for me might not be a lot of stress for other people, but I felt like I just needed to get away from Long Island. Prices of things were going up. I was living in a house with a bunch of dudes. That's all I could afford was to share a house with a bunch of guys. And me and my girlfriend wanted our space, and I figured it was just a good chance to move out. So we looked at prices all over Long Island. It was wild, and we got friends who live in Florida, and they love it. I'm in Florida, by the way, and they love it down here. It's beautiful. It's not expensive, and if I ever want to get back to New York, it's not really too big of a deal. It's like a 2.5 hour plane. I'm living a good life now down here. I miss New York, but I'm not cranky. I'm not stressed. I'm feeling good.
That's it. You're living that life, fucking blasting guns off everywhere, fucking golfing every day. What do you have? Do you get a pickup truck once you move down there?
You have to marry your cousin or something like that. That's what I've been told.
No, that's where I came from. That's where I came from, or Alabama. What do you drive? What does Sam drive?
I am not driving right now. Long story, but
amazing. That's even better that you don't drive.
Part 2, we will get to that if you guys have me back.
All right. I mean, that's something.
Let me text Sam about next week.
You got to save this one.
Honestly, I don't care why you're not driving, but I mean, I think that's the thing that stresses me out the fucking most right now. It's just driving. I went from like an hour and a half ride to work each way to like a fucking 27-minute ride tops each way, and I'm like, why am I fucking sitting here for 24 minutes and I'm not home? Like, fucking just irks me beyond belief now. So I mean, fuck. There's this fucking company literally just down the road from me. It's an automotive fucking industry thing. I wish I had a fucking ounce of like a fucking automotive stuff, because I was like, I could fucking walk to this fucking job. I could fucking walk here. How fucking sick would it be to walk to your job?
I've had a few jobs like that. Somehow I was still always late.
Wow. Like, you know what? I'm going to warm up the car now. I got 5 more minutes.
Yeah, that's all.
All right, Herfhead.
Sam would show up like 10 minutes late to work, covered in sweat, apologizing. Our other buddy who worked it would stroll in like 45 minutes late, fucking mingle with people, and not even say a word. That was always funny as hell.
The stress.
How do you play it off though? Do you play it like fuck I'm late, or you just play it off casual?
No, man, I'm
not even. It's not acknowledged from that person.
So last time I was late. Last time I was late, I was like, fuck, you know, I'm already late. I mean, nobody's on me about being late. Like, it don't fucking matter. It's like, you know what? Fuck, I'm already late. You know, let's get fucking coffees for the guys. And I'm just like, I'll start running these errands. And I show up to work fucking 2 hours late. Like, where the fuck were I just started running errands. I got you guys coffee. Like, did you need, were you fucking starving for me there right now? Like, no, you guys survived. Like, it's fine. You know what I mean? Fucking company ain't going fucking tits up because of this. Because I was fucking 2 hours late.
Retail's a big difference when it comes to that shit. When you got to relieve somebody.
But that guy could stay late though at the same time too, though. You know what I mean? That's just coverage.
Sure, that guy. Yeah.
You know about that, right, Matt?
Yeah.
A Herfhead? Sorry.
Dude, I'm a fucking 16-hour-a-day guy. I'll milk that shit in.
Well,
I was like 16 hours a week.
Everybody was always relieving Matt. Everybody's always relieving Matt because he wasn't there.
Oh, he has his own cigar collection to tend to.
Yes.
That's what was going on.
That's it. Matt adore cigars.
That's right.
All right. Do you ever think you would open up your own cigar business, Herf?
No.
It also weirds me out when people call you Matt and not Herfhead.
Okay, Justin.
It does weird me out a little bit. Even with like people call me Justin. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Like, why are you being aggressive?
I'm gonna try to stick to the Herfhead. It's just it's coming out Matt every time.
It just sounds so casual, Herfhead. Like, oh, what's up, Herfhead? You know what I mean? Oh, what's up, Herf? Like, it just sounds casual. Like, we're not here to do business.
Matt's abrasive.
Matt the racist? Is that what you said?
Matt's not abrasive.
Oh, I thought you said Matt the racist.
No.
It's not like we're calling him Matthew or anything.
No, Matty.
Matt. Yeah, Matt.
Matthew Air. Air Y.
One of the best last names for anybody working in the cigar industry. Airy. That's just
Airy.
You do open up
Cigars
your own cigar
very
company.
airy.
Yeah, very airy cigars.
Very airy.
Now everybody
cigar.
knows my last name.
Or the Herfington Times.
I need to get the Huffington Post
Herfington Post.
Herfington
All right.
Post. There you go.
with little slam. Watch out! I
I'll
think we're in
take it.
talks of getting
Little
I think we're
slam.
getting
So
might be some news dropping in the Rebar show sometime soon.
I was talking with Herf before the show, and I was like, he's like Slam, and I was like, well, how do you get that nickname? He's like, I don't know. And I was like, did he play hockey? Was he wrestling, or like, is he aggressive in bed? Like, I'm like, what the fuck is he? He's like, I don't know. And then you told me off air, and I was just like, oh fuck, that's all it is.
No cool story to it.
I mean,
Sounds cool, though,
there
right?
is one, but we can't fucking talk. That's maybe a part two. Where he's like, guys, check out my OnlyFans,
Slam the hammer,
my Patreon,
Slam hammer. That's it, man.
slam hammer. Oh,
Slam-
there you go.
slam hammer, slam daddy,
We keep circling back to Daddy.
Frank and Slam.
Oh,
That's a good one. All right, you know what? Let's get into it. Let's start with Herf Daddy. Let's start with Herf Daddy. What are you smoking? What are you drinking, son?
I'm gonna drink a peach high noon. Don't hate.
Oh, you like them or no? Because that was that limited edition pack, right?
No, they sell them in 4-packs now. They're delicious. And I got the new Illusione Jeremy Piven edition. This apparently uses like a new Corojo tobacco in it, like Corojo 12 or something like that. Corojo 13. I gotta look it up, but I think they incorporate it into the filler. It's something Aganorsa has been playing with.
Hey, Fermi
It's also
Javen,
gonna be in the
Piven
new.
movie.
That's all Aganorsa tobacco?
Yeah, it's all Aganorsa. They're going to use the same tobacco in this that they're going to use in the new Illusione line, the Aligera. I think it's called? Yeah. Favorite Jeremy Piven movie? I haven't seen that many, man. It's
I almost have to Google him again because I forget who he is. There's two guys named Jeremy, and fuck, my bad.
Smoking aces, boys.
I know who he is. It's just he's been in a lot of shit that I liked, and I just don't remember.
Wedding
anymore.
Crashers.
Oh, he's in Wedding Crashers. Okay.
He's the dean. No, not the. He was in Old School as the dean.
Yes.
And apparently, fucking Google right now. Don't get mad at me. It says he was in Wedding Crashers.
And didn't he have like a small run on a TV show on like MTV, HBO or something?
Oh, that little show Entourage no one ever watched?
Oh, and he was an anchor, man. So basically,
yeah.
This guy's like one of Adam Sandler's friends. Anything Will Ferrell did, he's been on it. He's on Entourage too. Fucking Ari Gold. I love that. He's in the Manny Pacquiao movie as himself. I don't know what the fuck. Yeah, well, I guess Agent, right? Delivery Man. Spy Kids, All the Time in the World. The Dilemma. I didn't mind that. Couples Retreat. That was fucking great. Four Christmases. Fucking love it. He was the guy, the UFC fighter guy with the fucking big tits. Fucking dude. Speaking of Four Christmases, that shit's fucking gonna be on every channel now till fucking January 1st. Dude, he's been on a fucking Smoking Ace. The Breakup. He's fucking great on The Breakup. Mr. and Mrs. Fuck, dude. Wedding Crashers.
The Jeremy Piven Hour.
Dodgeball. Oh my god.
That's my next podcast.
All right, Slam.
The Jeremy Piven Appreciation Hour.
What are you drinking? What are you smoking, Slam?
What am I drinking? I am drinking some Kentucky Owl Confiscated bourbon. Very, very, very nice stuff. Not drinking too much tonight, but figure I'd cheer with the fellas. So, what am I smoking? I have a Padilla 1932 from 2008. Aganorsa Tobacco. This was gifted to me by my buddy over at Pipe and Pint. So far, so good. I'm trying to retro it a little bit, but very humid and kind of clogged up right now. But it tastes good so far. I'm digging it.
Oh, quick side note: do you have allergies?
Not too bad. It's just it's real humid out here right now. I'm sweating, fellas.
I think that's the only reason why I wouldn't live in Florida all year round. Like, my allergies are fucking stupid. Like, I look forward to that fall where it drops down and it's like, fuck, I don't have to take any allergy pills.
It's getting better right now. Like right now, it's going away. Yeah.
I think I'm like 48 degrees over here, and I love it. It's like air conditioning.
I'm jealous. So jealous.
Hey, Fingers, what are you drinking? What are you smoking?
All right. Well, out of my Peter James case, I just pulled out. I lost the band. It's 1123 Maduro in probably my all-time favorite size now. Really been stoked on the size. Really been stoked on the stuff you've actually been doing, Herfhead. Not to pump the old tires, but dude, right off the bat, fucking great flavor.
Stronger than the one?
Oh yeah, fuck yeah. I don't want to say the word, but flavor bomb.
Yeah, the one and the two are completely different cigars. This is Lee.
Retro is great. Retro tastes like fucking raisins.
Oh, there was
You're retroing Ligero and you're tasting raisins.
Yeah.
You are much tougher than I am, man. Much tougher than I am.
So you smoke cigarettes?
Who are you asking?
Slam.
I'm sorry. Say it again, buddy.
You used to smoke cigarettes?
I did. I smoked cigarettes for like 10 plus years.
Why'd you quit?
That has to do with my my last job. Can I get into a story? Can I get the mic for a few minutes here?
Okay, so yeah, remind me, because I have an answer to this. So let's go. Why did Slam quit cigarettes?
All right, so I get my seasonal allergies like everybody else, flu season, whatever, and I'm working at the shop with Matt at the time, and I'm starting to get a little under the weather, so I'm working through being pretty sick, and it's getting worse and worse by the day. I'm talking like I'm going to work and I'm supposed to do the morning shift, and then stuff happens. I had to take Matt's night shift, so I'd do a double. Get there at like 8:30 in the morning, leave at 2:30 in the morning. Go to bed, pass out with all my clothes on, drenched in sweat. Wake up, go right back to work. This on and off went on for like 3 weeks. I asked my boss if I could take off. He's like, "You'll be fine. You'll be fine." I pass out at work. I collapse. A customer had to throw me in the back of his work van and drive me to the hospital. Something happened to me while that was going down where I just didn't want a cigarette after that. I didn't even smoke cigars for like a month after that. I just got.
I didn't know a customer.
wrecked.
I didn't know a customer put you in. I didn't know a customer took you to the hospital.
Yeah, dude.
That's
what's
how we met
what's
Carlo.
His name? Little
Carlo.
what's his name? Nate. Nate threw me in the back of the Belkin van with like the ladders rattling around in the back. Nate drove me to the hospital. Yeah, little Nate. I come to in the back of this van and like there's ladders rattling inside this van. I'm like, what the fuck is going on right now?
Fuck this privatized healthcare shit now.
Yeah, I got rushed off to the hospital. Oh, the doctors were scolding me like, "You're an idiot. You're working in a cigar lounge when you're sick like this. You have 103 fever. You've got pneumonia. You've got bronchial infection." Dude, my nose was bleeding. Ears. After this, remind me. I'll send you a picture. I had blood coming out of every pore. I was cooking like a fried egg. It was so bad.
Yeah, you're fucking cooking from the inside out, right?
Yeah, exactly. And after that, like I went like 3 days without having a cigarette because I was unconscious. I woke up, I took one drag of one, and I was like, "Oh no."
Hey,
I haven't
they say
gone
the
back
first
to
3
it
days are the hardest.
Yeah, dude, rough time.
Dude, that's wild. I mean,
You bum a
don't
couple for me at work.
Mm-hmm.
That's all right.
No, if I'm drinking, I'll have a few. If I'm stressed out,
hey, that's why I golf.
Yeah.
Golf, fuck, I'm ripping darts on the course. Outside of that, I'll stick with my fucking vape pen because I know this. And not to mention, my pack right now is like $23 a pack. If I buy a fucking pack of cigarettes right now, I'm gonna murk that in a day, and then I'm gonna buy another one, and then I'm gonna buy another one. So I was golfing with Peter James, and mine and his guilty pleasure is fucking cigarettes, right? So he's like, "Let's get a pack of cigarettes." Okay, so we got a pack of cigarettes, and that fucking thing lasted me probably 3/4 of my golf rounds this year. Every time I'd be out, I'd be playing shit up, going to my golf bag, pull out a cigarette. I just got to break the news to him now. Fucking 4 months later, that pack of cigarettes is gone.
Peter James, like the cases, the leather guy.
Yeah, that's my dude. That's my golf buddy.
Nice.
It's my
I like those
homeboy.
choices.
Fucking right. But yeah, no, that was just my thing. I was like, I buy 2 packs a day if I was working long, just so I didn't run out. And I'm like, I'm fucking dumping. You know, you're there at the convenience store. Oh, let me get fucking 2 Red Bulls too. And I'm like, I'm $50 a day just on fucking smoking and fucking 2 drinks. And I was like, what the fuck? I still love fucking
That's
smoking
crazy.
cigarettes. Don't get me wrong.
Oh man, I used to blast through like a pack and a half, 2 packs a day for years and years. If I was going to a movie, like an hour and a half through the movie, I'd have to get up and leave to have a cigarette because I was just so
Oh
uncomfortable.
yeah.
I couldn't think of
Wow.
anything but the cigarette.
Damn.
It was bad. Yeah, it was real bad.
It's the
Imagine
equivalent
dating
of
with
getting
that
a boner when you're standing up in a public place. Like honestly, you're like, don't get a boner, don't get a boner, don't get a boner. Oh, I gotta have a cigarette. Like it's the same fucking thing. Like it's just always on your mind. Like the second you have a sip of a coffee, you're like, fuck, man, I really want a cigarette right now. It's like you're
JP,
smoking.
you have a beautiful mind.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, dude. I mean, like, but it like you're at the bank and you're like, fuck, don't get a boner right now. Don't get a boner. You've been in the bank line for 20 minutes. You're like, fuck, man, this is stressful. I can use this. Like exact same shit. Yeah, exact
That
same
used
shit.
to happen. That happened to me all the time when I used to play hockey and change in the dressing room with the guys.
The boners?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Weird.
yeah,
I don't know why.
That's how you had
It's
to start
not
coming to
weird
work.
if everybody has one though. Then it's just
No, yeah.
you're part of the crew. Yeah.
So you
That's
drag
why
the
Herfhead
socks out.
had to start showing up to hockey with his jock on already.
That's
Fucking hold the
impressive.
thing in there. He fucking had it padded with a couple socks too, just to fucking didn't give him an irritation.
Had a tuck, up tuck.
Up tuck.
The classic
All right.
up tuck.
Into the
Dude, not gonna lie, you gotta do it.
bath.
Even now as a grown man, I'll do it the odd time when I'm going to the bathroom. It's just me and my wife in the house. Do it the odd time just to fucking choke some fucking blood off that motherfucker so it can go limp so I can point it in the toilet.
The waistband bandit.
Like seriously,
Yeah.
like sometimes I just get so I don't even know how fucking personal to get. So hey, Del Winnie 15 I'm drinking. And I got Jose Cuervo margaritas. All right. So everybody's seeing me on my weight loss journey of not fucking trying and just drinking and just doing whatever. My lowest was 163. My highest was 213. Fucking thick boy season sitting around here right now at about $1.87. Dude, my boners have just been fucking ridiculous now. Like I wish we had like a fucking for Hims or fucking Blue Chew or some fucking sponsor right now. Dude, my bones have been fucking ridiculous. Like rock hard. Like it's fucking crazy. I
Because you're not
want to say
boozing.
it's because I gained, like I got to my comfortable weight. I mean, I was always comfortable at whatever weight I was at, but like it's just like I don't know. My fucking body needed what it needed. Yeah, dude,
Good to
literally,
know.
like it looks like a fucking kangaroo's leg. Like it's so fucking stiff. You know, you just like the tendons and shit, like crazy.
This
Yeah.
story
All
brought
right.
to you by Chew.
Yeah. And you know what we're smoking, what we're
Hey,
drinking.
no, you know
brought
what?
to you.
What the fuck's gonna happen if that happens? If we get sponsored, I got to try the product. No, I'm gonna be walking around with a fucking baby's arm. Ah, guys, I'm fucking sitting there tucking it. Oh, we're doing an episode, tucking into the elastic band. Fucking, it's like a cigar rest. I'm resting it on my fucking cock as a cigar rest.
Hey, what we're smoking, what we're drinking is brought to you by Puro Express. If you want to smoke that good, check out Puro Express.
It's Puro Haven.
No, I'm talking about Puro Express.
What's Puro Express?
My buddy's company out in Hong Kong.
That's where you get the good.
Yeah.
Oh, that little nasty
if you
fucking Asian smokes.
But
Have you ever
you
had an
wanna
Asian
get
cigarette?
yes. But if you want to get something
I have.
local, if you want to, don't worry about international shipping fees and all that shit. A man at Puro Haven, he's got it locked down. But he ain't got that Chinese shit.
He does.
Puro
Actually.
Haven. Huh!
It's good
Puro
to know.
Haven gets everything, man.
I've been asking about those Chinese cigarettes, and he's not.
He's got everything. You just got to have the wallet for it. And I know that fucking wallet's deep of yours, Herfhead. You've been funding fucking me like I'm a fucking beaten, long lost stepchild.
They make a Chinese cigarette that's covered in gold leaf, like Cavalier does with their cigar band. It's amazing.
All right,
You
take the
can
wheel.
burn through gold in 1 minute.
Yeah.
I am fighting against the humidity right now with this cigar. But the burn line's pretty good. It's just I'm fighting it a bit. It's starting to swell.
I'm gonna light up in a minute. That sucks, man. I can't deal with smoking in the humidity. Really, it's like my worst nightmare.
Have you ever had this experience where like you think a cigar is completely shot, and then because of the humidity or because of the wind, and then it just hits a sweet spot and everything just smooth sailing from there?
Yeah,
I'm praying that happens with the cigar because I really liked the initial first like 2 minutes of it, 3 minutes,
and
however
just
long
stop.
it's been. It's here. Hold on.
This feels like you're getting smoked.
We're good. Yeah, it's coming
This
back already. That's what I'm saying.
this feels like it's packed to the gills. This feels like a hefty fucking. It's only a 52 ring gauge, and it feels like a big boy. It feels like a Toro.
I love when a cigar has like some weight to it. It's even better when it actually draws and it's packed like that.
Oh
Get,
yeah, that's my biggest fear right now is to not get anything out of it. And toss.
You might get like a Toro smoking time out of a Robusto if it's rolled well and packed that tightly though, or that densely, I should say.
Go on and
It's always
pack
got me
that
worried.
all on the floor. Pack that. All right. So, oh god, I just broke my fucking. So I was just taking a piss outside. Oddly enough,
This one does.
um, within fucking 12, 16 hours now, every fucking leaf decided to come down. I don't have any trees in my yard, but I get everybody else's leaves, obviously. But dude, my backyard looks like a fucking photo-esque. If we had a couple pumpkins back there, holy fuck. Dude, I'd be throwing down back there.
Captain Hallmark.
Dude, straight up. Straight up. What happens in Florida when the season changes a little bit? When you maybe 10 degrees cooler?
Nothing.
Really?
I'm central, so like no, we're getting the leaves changing, but now, right now, everyone's already like Vermont was done in September. Like we're getting it now. Got some orange leaves, some pretty yellow leaves, but we got
haven't
palm
gotten
trees
it yet.
everywhere, so these things don't change.
New York is still
In
green.
New York,
Yeah.
really?
I was assuming coconuts fell more frequently at a
I
season
haven't
change.
seen I haven't seen a coconut like bigger than my fist since I've been down here. It's all a lie. All a lie.
Fuck.
You gotta go.
Have
Like,
you ever
in
grabbed a fresh
for those.
coconut off the ground?
No.
I don't mean to talk to you like you're from some exotic island, but I mean it's just that's just a little
Dude,
thought.
lovely Florida.
You're like, hey, honey, by the way, I brought home a couple coconuts for dessert. We'll make pina coladas tonight.
There's a better chance of you finding like a syringe on the ground than a coconut down here, dude.
No doubt, dude. I didn't know you lived so close to me.
Dude, it's not that different from New York, Central Florida. If anyone's been to New York and hasn't been to Florida, it's not too different. Except we got the palm trees and it's warm all year round. Doug.
It sounds like the crotch of my pants.
Hey-o.
You got a lot of bugs too, still?
I'm screened in here, baby.
Nice.
I didn't know if you were asking me or Sam. You got a lot of bugs. No, we had that little deal with Manscaped for a bit. That takes care of it all.
The crotch bug.
Delicing.
So
shellfish.
Florida, I mean, were you a golfer when you lived in New York?
No, not at all. My buddy hit me up. It's like, hey, you want to go golfing? I was like, I've never done it before. Sure, let's go. And I sucked. I still suck. But
Hey.
I've never like had so much fun doing nothing for 3 hours. And then the second time we went, I realized this isn't nothing. There's something to this. By the third time, I kind of like figured out what I was doing, and now I love it. I got my own clubs, and I got the spikes. I'm always re-upping on new gloves. I keep buying the cheap gloves, the ones that wear out. I got to splurge and pay for some nice gloves that'll last more than 3 or 4 rounds on the green. But
so
yeah, man, I like it.
I've been trying to convince her. I'm like, dude, you would love golfing. Like literally, it's what you do in your garage. But now you get to drive a golf cart and you're out in a public place, and it's completely acceptable.
Do you pound down a couple White Claws and take the golf cart out.
Dude,
Yeah, it's so much
I
fun.
mean, I think some of my drunkest times have been on a golf course.
I mean,
And it's just,
and
dude,
that's okay. That's okay.
I tell everybody, I'm like, it's the Wild West. Like nobody, like, yeah, it's fucking crazy. Do you smoke cigars when you golf? So
I
I
do.
would say, you're a somewhat newer golfer, right?
Yeah, just within the last year.
So do you smoke cigars when you golf?
I do. Yeah. It's for me, golfing is more about just hanging out with people I like, smoking cigars, having some drinks, and just like honing in on being good at something else. We don't even like keep our handicap half the time. It's really just about
Yeah.
getting into it, the whole experience. It's not just golfing. I'm not Tiger Woods. So
Yeah.
it's cigars, it's whiskey or beer or whatever, cracking
Both.
jokes with your homies. It's all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's golfing
So
for me. And then swinging is just that's a plus.
I don't. I mean, you could do what you want. This was so. I was like 3 cigars on an 18-hole course, like no problem. And
Yeah,
you're
I'll do
constantly
one,
worrying about
maybe.
where you're setting it, right? You're like, oh, here, you know. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna stop smoking cigars on the golf course. And I mean, I have a fucking really shitty fucking what's the word I'm looking for?
Handicap
Attention span.
score play. Okay.
Attention span. I have a really shitty attention span. So what I mean,
Memory.
you hit, you're like, fuck, where the fuck did I put that cigar now, right? And dude, stop. I mean, I'll still smoke the odd cigar on a golf course. If we're warming up, I fucking got a cigar in my mouth, obviously, or a cigarette. But not doing that. I was like, wow, I don't have to worry about something. Like you want to set your cigar down for a minute and you're in a golf cart and it's going like this. Yeah. Yeah, that
You
was a
gotta get
game
that
changer
gripper.
for me.
That fucking,
Yeah. You got to invest in one of those grippers. Well, there,
Dude,
Herfhead,
I've
tell him
owned
about
3 of
this.
these. You know how many I've left on golf carts? 4 of them.
3.
I was lucky. No, I've lost 4. I was lucky enough to find somebody else's. Lost that too.
I buy
Like,
like the expensive teas at the what do you call it? The club shop. So I always forget to buy them or bring them before I show up. Like they're expensive when you buy them there, and I leave them at
oh,
every single
dude, they give you like 12, and it's
every
like,
hole.
well, there's 18 holes. I
I
can
know.
smash one every hole, and then I have 6 holes without a fucking tee. 1,000%.
always leave them. Ugh.
Yeah. I think
Herfhead,
the
if you
worst
come
round,
visit me, we're going golfing.
dude, Herfhead,
I'm
1,000.
a lefty.
I'm coming down there too. A fucking slam will let me.
Always. I'm just he's not a golfer, so get him
He could
into
be
it.
like the middle of our Oreo.
Oh,
They got 3-person cards, Herfed. Just saying. I
get
think
my
one of my
putt
worst
putt
rounds
on.
of this year. I've fucking talked about it probably 5 fucking podcasts. Dude, I legit lost like fucking 12 balls on one round. It was like my first round of the year. I didn't want to play this course. They fucking dumped a shit ton of money into it, and all they did was fucking put money into fescue. I'm like, oh great, narrowest fairways ever for such a. It's a beautiful course, but it's not. But great, it's all this beautiful fescue. You know what fescue's not good for? A fucking golf ball.
That's playing that's what it's all about. Like new courses, you're going to lose 10 balls unless like you know the
1,000%.
lay of the land. Yeah.
1,000 fucking.
Herfhead, I cut you off a second ago. I'm sorry, buddy. What were you saying?
About, I don't know.
If you remember, cut me off.
Perfect.
I don't think you did cut me off.
Thoughts on the
What's up,
cigar? Thoughts on the cigar so far?
Mm-hmm.
How's the cold draw?
You know the worst feeling in the entire world is a plugged cold draw.
Like almonds.
Oh, nice.
That's my favorite note to get out of a cigar.
But I'm not sure if I cut it enough. See, I gave it a really small snip.
So that's what I did with this thing, man. Like I feel
Are
if
you
I was a
still
doctor
seeing-
that circumcised people, I'd be shit at my job.
How many caps are on that thing?
It's,
Are you still seeing
triple.
like skin from the other caps?
A little bit.
Oh,
I'm gonna try it anyway.
are you a
Take it for a
certified
ride.
tobacconist, Slam?
I am. Sorry about
I'm
that.
not.
Just
Dude, don't make me bust out
Bounce
these
them in
fucking
there.
cue cards I got. Now, I have cue cards. I do have these fucking cue cards. Is Herfhead
Like
a certified
1980.
tobacconist?
No, I'm not.
You always say that, but
So
I think you are.
No, I failed it. I failed the pipe part.
you failed the pipe part. You're on paper. Well, in 2019, on paper, you were a tobacconist.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the same way I am. Herfed has forgot more about cigars and tobacco than most people will know in their entire lifetime. It's unreal. It's kind of
Funny.
annoying too.
When I walk into a humidor, I let him hold my jacket.
Unbelievable.
What do you think?
Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second.
What's your whole take on that? The tobacconist versus non-tobacco. You know what I mean? Like, you could have somebody that works a fucking cigar lounge for 20 years, doesn't do that fucking test, and is gonna know guy's been smoking cigars for fucking 30 years, right? What's your whole take on that fucking thing? Where it's just, it's a fucking test, right?
Is this directed at me?
Both you guys, because I don't think I've ever actually asked Herfed that.
Herf, you want to start that off?
Sure. I failed it. Even the questions that I knew the answers to, they didn't give the option for the right answer. So it kind of became one person's opinion about tobacco and not the truth.
There are a lot
The
of
way it was
semantics
written,
involved.
yeah, it's not. It's like I couldn't agree with any of the four answers that they gave me.
There
So
could
you
be
take your
three
best
right
guess
answers.
Yeah, and it's just,
Yeah,
I think
Thank
it's
you,
nonsense.
Girlfriend Ashley just brought me a new seltzer.
I think it's a fucking honestly, I do think, like, in my opinion, I mean, I've never gone for it. I've never tried to go for it, nor honestly, I'd probably get like I would do horrible at it. It's a fucking racket, man. It's like somebody that's fucking bartender for fucking 20 years, and they're like, oh, a certified bartender now. Like, it's a
They
fucking
even
racket, man.
They even have cigar sommeliers now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking it's ridiculous.
Can you
Anyway.
imagine how hard it is for a cigar sommelier who lost their taste and their whole palate because of COVID?
Fucking blind
Any
fucking sommelier.
Oh,
what are you a sommelier
Half
of
of
now? Nothing. Yeah,
I taste me.
that's karma. That's karma. You're a sommelier of fucking taste and flavor and everything. You lose your dude. You're out of a job now. You got nothing. You got nothing to offer now. You're like, fuck. I might as well be a tobacconist now.
Back to your question about people being tobacconists and like working in shops. Something I've noticed is I've ran into people who have been working in the cigar industry in other shops for like 20 years or whatever, and they seem to have a level of snobbery that like a younger person or someone who's just really passionate about
Dude, it's that fucking
cigars,
diploma.
about selling
It's
them.
that diploma.
Yeah,
like,
you're not always gonna learn more or get the right cigar from somebody who's got the piece of paper.
yeah.
Woo.
Like, no
Wow.
offense to any of these fucking guys, but like when I come in there, I'm like, oh, I want something like first cigar, they light, flavorful. Connecticut, fuck off with your fucking Connecticut. Like, dude, if I wanted Connecticut, I would just smoke something I have at home. Like, I'm not looking for a fucking Connecticut right now.
Yeah.
And then they start telling me, like, literally, they're, cigar shops out here, they have these little fucking cue cards on them that literally describes whoever the fucking owner is smoked it and fucking wrote it down. And the guy started, I'm like,
Weird.
literally, I'm like, stop fucking reading this fucking cue card, idiot. I'm asking you. Like, the question is directed at you. If you wrote that, fucking sign your name at the bottom so I can go, oh, are you fucking Kyle? Are you Kyle? Yeah, I am Kyle. Okay, cool. I don't, no questions. I'll just read this. That's been my biggest problem with fucking blogs and shit like that. And even magazines, like even podcasts that just fucking reiterate stuff that other people fucking said. I mean, I've gone on this rant probably a fucking million times now, but like, don't like you just, these podcasts is like a Cigar Aficionado just released, or sorry, Cigar Stifficionado just released this, and you get this guy on the thing of literally reading it word for word, and I'm like, what do you think, I'm an idiot now? I can't fucking read? Like, if I wanted to read it, I would read it. Like, yeah.
Well,
I think there's
like,
something. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no, go ahead. You said you were talking first.
I was just going to say something that Matt and I can tell you about is when those cigar aficionado lists come out, you get all the cigar vultures coming saying like they want this cigar,
Oh,
that cigar, this cigar.
dude, they
And we
have
Remember
the
that
know
dude that would
magazine.
sit there and sit
Yeah.
there and pick out everyone?
that's what I wanted you to tell
That
everyone
fucking
about. Yeah,
weirdo.
it's unbelievable.
Yeah. Like, that's Cuban, sir. That's Cuban, sir. That's Cuban, sir.
Yeah.
You,
So
you
it's an
have this
Andalusian
Monte
bowl.
Cristo though. It's not the same Monte Cristo, sir.
Yeah, so that's the Andalusian bowl. Nobody wants to put a cigar that size in their mouth.
People would ask, they'd come in and they'd be like, I want a Monte Cristo #2.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
everyone says that's the best. Like I have 14 different Monte Cristo #2s. What kind would you like? The Espada, the White Label, the Epic.
Dude,
There's
had you not been such a
size.
creditable guy, you should have just took the band off and go, here, $60 now. This
I
is the
would
Cuban one,
never
and this
do
is the
that.
United States.
We
Which is
worked with somebody that bullshitted like real hard and like lost the respect of like, you know, customers, I think, in a sense, because he would sell like a fucking somebody that smokes a real strong cigar. He'd sell the fucking, you know, most expensive Davidoff to him and tell him he's gonna like it because it's stronger Davidoff, when in fact it's not.
But I mean, that's ignorance on the buyer's part, I feel.
No, I think we're there to, you know, half the time nobody wants to fucking.
But dude,
When Sam
so
walk in and asking him, don't fucking interrupt me. If
watch your
if
fucking
Sam would
mouth and
fucking,
go. Sorry, I fucking interrupted you. Go.
if Sam would walk into the humidor, or I would walk into the humidor and ask somebody if they have any questions and any help, we fucking mean it.
Mm-hmm.
We're not looking to make sure you're stealing, you know, not stealing. I really want to help you. If you're not sure on it, then hey, quick quality check. How's my sound?
Roger that. It's good.
You have a little echo, but you're fine. You sound good.
I don't have an
I'm
echo on
hearing
my
that
end.
echo.
I don't have an
Well,
echo on
that's
my end.
that's probably my my end then. My fault.
All right. So, I mean, when somebody's recommending me cigars, right? And I'm not shitting on fucking anybody, but like they're recommending me their profile. Majority of the times, yeah, it's going to be my fucking profile, right? But who's to say, oh, yeah, well, if you like that, you're going to like this. Number one, there's so many fucking aspects to it now.
Yeah.
That could be that fucking bunk cigar out of that fucking box you get that turns you off of it, right? You smoked him like, this fucking guy. And then my biggest thing is when people go into cigar lounge, you recommended me this cigar and it was shit, it didn't draw. Like, yeah, that was the exact cigar I picked for you. It was the cigar that didn't fucking draw. Like, I have that fucking, picking a cigar that draws out of a box, if there's one out of a fucking 20 count box, that's a fucking lottery.
You can't sell the Robusto to
Okay.
somebody unless they
Dude,
trust you.
it's the exact same shit.
I want to watch the football game. Smoke the Robusto. No, I need something bigger. I'm like, it's not the same cigar then.
100%.
Buy 2 cigars, you know, spend $4 more.
Dude, I talked about the time I was down at fucking Nat Sherman. And the guy goes, what are you smoking? Because I was smoking a fucking Lancero from Tatuaje. Like, oh, this is what I'm smoking, right? They were doing a Tatuaje event. I go, what are you smoking? I don't know, but it's got to be good because it's big. And I'm like looking at this guy and I'm like, you easily make fucking 5 times the money I make. But you have fucking zero clues about cigars, but you like putting this. And he was drinking literally a king can of Foster's. Like,
You guys got guys smoking things like this.
yeah. And it's like,
soup can.
like somebody talks about you blowing them and you get all offended about it, but this is what you're doing with your fucking cigar. Like,
Hey, Slammy, did you see that fucking Big Time Tommy came out with a fucking jawbreaker?
Oh, the 990.
Yeah, well, no,
You talking
no,
about
it's
the
not that
990?
shit.
so
No,
biggest
it was
I've ever
Tom-
smoked is 880. Biggest I've ever smoked is
Tommy-
880.
Tommy from Massapequa, Tommy Cadillac.
Okay. So anyone not listening, this guy, or who doesn't know him rather, Tommy Cadillac's this guy who smokes nothing but big old Seabiscuit cigars. I'm talking real honkers.
Donkey dick.
Yeah. Doesn't matter who makes it, where it's from. It has to be 770 or bigger.
Yo,
So you're saying, Matt, Herfhead, that he dropped how big is this? 880, you said?
No, I think it's 770.
Okay.
But
Still,
he did it.
so
I forgot who
fucking
he did it with.
uncomfortable.
It might have been Espinosa. I don't know. I had to look into it, but
I wouldn't be fucking surprised, honestly. Like, I
Oh
wouldn't be
man,
surprised. They have like good sized cigars, and then they just do these fucking outrageous shit. Could have been fucking Drew Estate for all we know. They're like, you like the fucking
no,
Bellicoso? How about a fucking 660, 770? Cool. How about
no.
the egg?
going
I,
to
How
Drew
I
good is the
Estate.
fucking egg? Who smoked an egg here?
I appreciate like brands that will make a massive cigar like that for those people, but I think they need to like figure something out, like a taper off kit, like someone who's like coming
Yeah.
off of heroin. Like
Wean somebody
start you on
fucking
the
off of it.
770, move you down to the 660, get you
Yeah.
down to the 550.
And then you look
It's
at me like, oh, 2 years ago when I met you, you were smoking 770s. Now I know you're fucking smoking Lanceros. And he's like, do they make anything stronger? Yeah, it's a fucking cigarette.
listen, if someone enjoys a 770, it's not my cup of tea, and I don't recommend that size to somebody.
Yeah.
But if it has someone smoking a cigar and it gives them a couple hours, it should be a lot of hours at 770. It gives them some peace. That's cool. But I always, as someone working in a cigar lounge, I'd always try to steer people down to a smaller size, even if it cut down on price at all. I think they would they'd enjoy a smaller cigar better if they realized what they were smoking. Things taste better when they're smaller for the most part.
Here's the
When you
easiest
get
way to
down to
recommend
something
it.
like, yeah, but
I know it's a smaller cigar and maybe a little bit cheaper, but the flavors are 1,000 times better than this fucking thing you're rocking in your mouth.
yeah, no,
Hey, buy 3 of these cigars
for
now
sure.
that are less expensive. They're gonna be way better for you. But yeah, dude, I'm talking to this guy and I'm like, this guy had fucking zips on his shoes. He had like zippers on the side. I'm like, what do you, and I like, dude, I was a little drunk and I'm like, what do you do? Because I'm just like fucking mind blown at this time, right? It's like, oh, I fucking zip. He's like a zipper guy for fucking clothing company. So he fucking trying to, and I was just like, looking, I'm like, I'm mind boggled. And then my wife is like, I'm going to go grab us some more drinks. She goes to the convenience store next door, grabs us some fucking beer, comes there. My New York buddy there, that fucking Matt knows. And the hardest fucking New York motherfucker you could ever meet. He's like 5'8", 5'9". We get basically, hey, finish your drinks. You guys got to leave. And I'm just, dude, my mind was just wrapped around this fucking guy where he's like, the bigger it is, the better it is. Well, that's almost the same thing as people who know what
This
they're
isn't the
talking
porn
about. We're like,
industry.
oh, well, actually, the smaller it is, the better it is.
And you ever wonder why the bigger cigar is cheaper than a smaller cigar?
You know how much, dude,
Cuban sandwich.
the average big cigar is like fucking 2 times. That's 2 fucking cigars, regular fucking cigars.
Hey, Slammy, did he freeze up just now on you?
A little bit.
You're glitching a bit.
I'm good on my end.
Oh, he's back now perfectly. He's good now, but I think yeah, I think we're all good, guys. But
I'm smoking a
Yeah.
52 right now, and it's kind of like borderline.
Honestly, man, dude, Herf, ever since you fucking got me going on like 50 or smaller, dude, I got a fucking hard on for that shit, man. Like, it's
46,
ridiculous.
man. 42, 44. Petit Coronas,
get into
Coronas.
like that Panatella area. That's my sweet spot.
So, what's the fucking dimensions on this cigar, Herf? What am I taking for a ride here?
That's a 6x46.
Corona Gorda.
Yeah.
That's a very nice size.
Got
That's one of my favorites.
It's got
Nice
some of my
Patola.
favorite tobacco in there. So you like it better than number one?
Strength-wise, yeah. Flavor-wise, I'd say it's stronger flavors than this. Both of them had flavors. It's just, what are you looking for, right?
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, I've been getting after it. Fucking some scotch, a couple teas, a couple margarita. You know what I mean? Like, I'm still tasting this. I'm still hanging, right? And that's where, I'm glad I've grown to learn to appreciate, at least a couple levels of cigars. Like, I'm in no means aficionado. If I'm ever at your cigar shop and I say I'm a tobacconist, holy fuck, buddy, I better not even be able to walk. Somebody's pushing me around in a wheelchair. But yeah, no, I like to smoke what I like to smoke, and if I'm smoking it, I'm probably gonna like it. So that's the most Trailer Park Boys things I've ever said. Like, that sounded so fucking Trailer Park Boys. Jesus fuck.
I always
That's
like
very
to cut and
Canadian.
light. I like to cut and light my customer cigars when they allow me to.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I know
Yeah.
they're going to have a better smoking experience.
In your
But
mouth?
No, in my asshole. No, I fucking cut it and I toast it and I put it in their mouth and
Yeah.
they suck on it and they smoke it.
Give them a toast job.
Has
Yeah,
anybody
give 'em
ever asked you to put it in your mouth and get it going and then hand it to them?
Yes.
Have you done it?
No.
Why? Why?
Nah, you lie. Are you lying, Herfhead?
No.
Yeah,
One
dude,
guy.
I'm like jit. Like it's nothing against like.
No. One guy.
Why
was
would
like,
you
"Can
not
get
do
it
that
started?"
though?
Because that's gross. One guy's like, "Can you get it started?"
It's gross for
No.
that guy, not for you.
I wouldn't do that to somebody. It's like spitting in their food, you know?
I got to be honest.
Herfhead
If
knows
some
where
guy,
his mouth has been.
dude, but it's not spitting in their food because that guy's asking for it. Hey, can you cook me this fucking medium rare steak? You're gonna do it fucking well done. Can you spit in it too? That's that guy asking for the fucking cigar. You want? Hey, get it going in your mouth, and you're like, all right, here's my fucking PayPal. Send me the money now. You take a picture of me doing this to your cigar. Like, bro, that's you being like.
So Slammy, a couple of months ago, I finally realized I remember I used to get phone calls from a guy being like, "Oh, do you have this and this in stock?" I'd be like, "Yeah, we do." He'd be like, "I bet you're smoking now, huh?" Like, yeah. He's like,
Who's this?
I bet you're smoking something big, huh?
It
How do you
wasn't me.
like it? You
It
fucking
wasn't
said
me.
it was you. You said it was you.
Was it?
The guy would be like, "Yeah, you got those, Don Carlos #2s." They're like, "All right." Like, "You smoking?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "What are you smoking? Is it good? How big is it?"
I
Didn't you
mean,
say
I
I
don't
seem to
know.
recall you saying something like this, and yeah, okay, I kind of remember this. Yeah.
You ever
Dude,
get
me and
that guy? He
Herfhead,
calls like late at night. Like,
no, it's always dinner time on a Sunday. I mean, me and Herfhead were in a fucking dark place a while ago. Like, dark place with fucking prank calls and shit. Dude, dark place. Like, fucking exotic calls.
Cuban crafties from New York.
Dude,
Oh,
Yeah,
that
it's
was.
awesome.
I don't even want to get into that. That's
No, part 2.
that episode 2 coming
episode,
soon.
dude, I mean, it's just. So, I gotta be honest.
Humidity.
You're not the first time we've had one of Herfhead's numbers prank called and then been on the show. But every time, dude, it works out so fucking good. But it's just like, oh yeah, by the way, here I am. It's
Awful, absolutely awful.
what's the weirdest thing you've ever been asked at a cigar lounge?
The weirdest thing I've ever been asked.
Herfhead laughed on his way out. Not by an employee.
We're talking weird, like why would you like? That's a weird thing to ask, or inappropriate.
Both.
Okay.
I mean, if you got an appropriate, that's fucking even better.
So inappropriate. This wasn't when I was working. I mean, I was working at Cigar Lounge, but I was just hanging out in another one.
Yeah,
And,
witnessing.
I'm not going to say anything, but a certain cigar girl. I really don't remember her name, but asked me if I had cocaine like 15 times throughout
In
the
Long
night.
Island or in New York?
Yeah, no, this was in New York, and she kept coming up to me and be like, "Everyone says you have it. Everyone says you have it." And I don't know you, and no, I don't have that. I'm not dabbling with that right now. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That threw me for a loop.
Wait, did you say she was asking for cocaine?
Yeah.
So you tell them, go hit up
This
one of the
was-
fucking Spanish guys.
Yeah. And my memory is a little foggy. Maybe Herfhead can help me out though. I don't know what the weirdest thing that was asked to me when I was working in the shop with him. But I've got people asking me very annoying things like, "Hey, I'd like to bring like 8 people here after midnight and have like a couple hours just to ourselves."
Sorry,
What
that
are
was
you gonna
another
be
prank.
doing
That was
here?
another prank call. I was just trying to organize something. Not lie. I have asked that at Cigar Lounge. Like, you cool if me and my buddies come in here? They're like, yeah, that's fine. Can we drink? They're like, yeah. I'm like, well, it's gonna be like, 5, 6, 10 people. Yeah, that's fine.
I had a guy working in the liquor industry started coming in kind of regularly, and he started offering me like rare allocated bottles of whiskey and some tequila bottles.
Does he sound like my name?
No. This after I talked to this guy, after I said no, he never came back. He came in like 4 or 5 times, and he's like,
It
can you
wasn't
hook-"
Matt.
No. Matt's cool. He was like, if you hook me up with like buying things at cost, I'll trade you the cost for like these allocated bottles. And he had like cool stuff too, like Pappy's and Old Forester birthdays and Parkers and cool stuff like that. I mean, if I owned the place, I would have done it, but I knew how the owner would have reacted to something like that, even if I passed it on to him. Yeah,
not good. No.
Nah.
All right. Earth Dog, you're fucking mic now, man. Spit it.
What are we doing? Most inappropriate or weirdest?
Inappropriate, and then what was the other one? Weirdest? Oh, I guess no, inappropriate,
Sure.
and there was
It doesn't
inappropriate
matter.
and something else. Inappropriate and awkward. And it's got to be too different. It's got to be too. I'm taking a piss. Keep going. Keep talking. Fucking broke the seal, boys.
Wow. You have women's Israeli soccer junior league? No.
Yeah. Inappropriate. Man, there's so much running through my head right now. I can't like just pick one. It's the way I've heard some guys talk to women, that was pretty shitty. I didn't like that. Well, it's not really a question, but yeah, that time we had that guy pissing on the back wall. That was interesting.
On the exit door.
Mm-hmm.
That was before I got there, but I heard about that story a lot.
Inappropriate.
Very,
I had a
very
customer.
funny.
The customer we caught stealing Davidoff. That guy was always drunk.
Oh, it was that guy.
Yeah, that's how I got all that Davidoff now.
He was saying something to our hostess, like right in front of me, like nasty, like where the whole room turned around and looked at him like, and I was just like, calm down, buddy.
Hostesses go through so much.
Yeah. I saw Smash and I saw Lorensky.
How they doing? Two of our good friends that worked in lounges with us over the years.
I saw them for the span of the service and 5 minutes that afterwards they bounced out.
Okay.
They didn't want to chill.
One other question. Herfhead, what would you change about the cigar shop industry right now? What are the pros and cons, and what would you change of each of them?
Pros and cons.
So give me one pro. How would you change that to better it? And what's one con that, like, why is it there? What would you do to better that?
A pro is the influx of boutique cigars that have been coming out, and I think that could overtake Altadis and fucking General and fucking everybody else. The con of it, speaking just from, you'd have to be more of a hard ass. People tend to walk all over you if you're not a hard ass.
Okay.
Yeah. People would like unplug. Motherfuckers would take lamps off the tables and put them on the floor and unplug them.
That's so fucked.
Or motherfuckers would start playing their own music. Or start streaming their own movie. And it doesn't sound like much. Like, it sounds like I'm an asshole.
Dude, it throws off the vibe. It throws off the entire vibe. Like, dude, that's so for however long you're there that day, that's your fucking living room. When you walk in there and you're like, why the fuck's my lamp on the ground?
Welcome to my house.
However long you're there that day, these are people that are at your fucking house. That's like, I don't invite people over to my house to fucking put my stuff on the fucking on tables on the ground. Like, why the fuck are you doing that? Like, that's fucked up, man.
The dudes that walk in like 6 deep and like 2 of them go into the humidor and buy 2 of the cheapest cigars and you walk back there and everybody's smoking.
It's a
Or
nightmare.
I've had the guys where like we'll come in 6 deep and nobody buys anything, and I gotta be like, yo, buy something or you got to go.
Yeah.
We bought this last time. I look at it. We didn't fucking sell that piece of shit. It was some CI bundle, you know. It's like, you're lying. But we were on a tight leash. We couldn't really. I've kicked people out. So is Slam. But it's always
That's how
been
he's
like
got his name. I get it now.
he slams people out the window. Slams
Slam
them out
was
the
the
door.
guy
That's it.
behind the fucking.
Right
He's
out the
behind all
window.
the closed doors. All right, this guy's getting rowdy. That's why you're so close with
What,
Slam. All right, this guy's
what
about
were
to
they
get out there,
calling me
Slam.
in the other two shops, Matt? Herfhead? What was it? Iron Fist?
Was
Oh,
it?
fuck.
'Cause
See,
I
it's
kept
all
kicking
coming out
everybody
now.
out.
Slam, how tall are you? Are you like 6'2"?
I'm a whopping 5'2", very very small fella.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
So
I'm taller
Herfed's
than-
taller than you, but you look so much
Oh, yeah.
taller than him right now.
I've got my feet are at my knees. Yeah.
Got a genetic disorder.
You sound like my wife last night.
Oh.
You hey there. Oh now. You
I'm
would be
I'm 5'10" and a half. Coming in here like a fucking big rig, 187. Oh my god, dude, I'm rolling in here like a fucking light heavyweight UFC fighter. I can gain weight to make that fight too. Oh my god.
Okay. How about what's the worst thing you've seen? Because I've told my worst thing. Everybody knows my shit story.
the worst thing I've seen. It's a lot of really bad things, but the one thing that sticks with me, and I feel like me and you bring it up every once in a while and laugh about it, was so let me start with this. If you're working in a cigar lounge, you have rules, right? And if you see somebody breaking one rule, there's like a 99% chance they're going to break at least 2 or 3, 4 more rules that night.
100%.
And if you say like,
1000%.
yeah, it's just because they obviously don't know the etiquette of a lounge, so they're going to continue to do things that are just not.
Every
great.
lounge is different, but you have to learn each lounge.
Yeah, there's common core etiquette for every cigar lounge. I mean, there should be at least anyway.
It's the
But
core
anyway.
etiquette. Yeah, you nailed it. Yeah.
So I've got these. It's late at night, busy night. I got like 6, 7 guys coming in, and they come in, and a few of them are holding bottles of Hennessy or whatever. And I say the first thing I have to say to them anytime someone comes in with an open bottle, I'm like, fellas, next time just bring that in a bag. And they're like, all right.
Dominicans, you guys calm down with your fucking Hennessy. That's what I would say if I was there.
I'm not saying.
I'm gonna cut you off real quick. Where in this world is it okay to just walk into a place with a liquor bottle wide open?
The rebar.
You're not a business. Well, you are.
I am,
You're
though.
not a. You're not a retailer. Anyway,
I'm not a hey, I'm
He's
not a
a
licensed business.
man. He's a businessman.
That's
anyway,
it.
Yeah,
Hey.
so these guys come in.
It's a nonprofit.
Charity.
So
I'm a charity.
Charity case. So I've got to say to these guys, like, hey, next time bring that in a bag. And they're like, all right. One guy grills me down, the guy at the end of the pack. I was like, I pissed him off. This is going to be rough. I'll let it be. And then all of them walk in. Oh, by the way, a few of them are smoking cigars as they walk in, which is, I don't like either, but I let that slide.
That's my biggest fucking pet peeve, man. If I'm at a lounge, biggest fucking pet peeve. Biggest fucking pet peeve.
They're coming in, bottles, unbagged, a few of them smoking cigars. And then there's 3 things you got to know, like with a humidor. You don't bring a lit cigar in a humidor.
No.
You just don't do it unless like you got to like run through it real quick. You just don't do it. You don't bring glass or liquids in a humidor. That's the second thing. You just don't do it. Third thing, especially if it's a small humidor and you're a small or low staffed shop, you got to keep the amount of like customers in the humidor down, right? So it should be 2, 3 people. We usually limit to what do we limit
fucking
to?
lineup
3
going
people?
through the humidor. Fuck that.
Depending on who it was, it was like 5.
Yeah.
5 was my max. If I knew.
Yeah,
them.
if you knew them, yeah. Now I've got 6, 7 dudes I've never seen in my life. All of them walk into the humidor, smoke, ripping cigars in the humidor right in front of the Davidoff wall. And they got glass bottles with liquids in them. So I've already told them one thing. I had to go in and be like, hey, can't smoke cigars in here. You can't have a bottle in here. You got to put that cup down. You can't have a cup in here. Hey, guys, there's too many people in here. We need some people out. And the first thing is like, what, you think we're stealing? You think we're stealing? We have to leave the humidor? Like, no. Come on. No, not at all. I'm like, you know what? This can one of you just hang out and go pick a spot or something? And the guy's like, you're not going to pick the spot for me? I'm like, okay, I see where this is going.
Yeah, let me hold your fucking hand.
Yeah. So anyway, it's bad already. Everyone's mad at me from that group. They picked up their cigars. They're fine. They go to the back room. And then I got a customer. It's hard to hear things in the back room when the front room's loud. So these guys are chilling in the back room. I got a customer from the back room coming up. Hey, Sam, can you do something about these guys in the back? They brought their own music. They're blasting music. It's loud. I didn't hear it. I go back there. They're cranking hip hop.
Bad Bunny, I know it. It's Bad Bunny.
I'm a big hip hop fan, but it doesn't fit in the lounge at that time of night with the kind of people that were hanging out back there, right?
It's the occasion. It's your occasion, your circumstance.
No, yeah, they're there to use the lounge as a place to smoke and chill, not to have their own party. Anyway, so I go back there and I'm like, hey fellas, you gotta kill the music. And one of them, the same one that was grilling me, I was like, just love busting our balls, huh? I was like, everything we do is a problem. Like, no, I'm just you just can't be blasting music in here. 10 minutes later, I hear banging, the walls are shaking. These guys whip out dominoes. They're playing dominoes.
Oh, they are fucking Dominican. I called it. I called it. Called it. Holy fuck, they are Dominican.
They're throwing bones, dude. Just throwing bones down, making like the pictures on the wall coming crooked because they're shaking the place.
The only time, quick interjection. That's the only time I've ever had my neighbors tell me to quiet down over here. I do a party. I do Rebar-tober every October. First weekend in October, second weekend in October, depending on when it falls. Dude, they're like, yeah, you guys made a lot of noise last night. I was like, oh, fuck, sorry. I had a couple guys playing dominoes. They're like, what, standing them up and then knocking them down? No. Like, legit fucking domino. Like, I got guys that come from New Jersey, New York, that'll bring fucking tables. They bring their own tables and set them, like, dude, we'll get a fucking little propane fucking glow heater out there while these guys are playing. This shit will go to 2, 3 in the morning. And I'm like, I'm sitting in my rebar, and I make these guys fucking play on the driveway out front of the fucking garage. And you hear, boom, 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 boom. And then, quiet, ha, ha, boom, 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 boom. And it's like how? How are they playing a game that's meant to be played inside a house like this? Like, you fucking play this in your house. Like, that's how you fucking play. Dominoes is legit. That's like Monopoly. You don't play it in public. You play it in your fucking comfort of your home. You're not like, it's any fucking game. Tic-tac-toe, whatever the fucking game is. How you're not being this loud of your fucking house. I mean, unless it's a fucking Dominican fucking family versus a fucking Puerto Rican family, like fucking domino fucking match off or whatever. But like, how the fuck are you being this loud playing a fucking board game? It's a fucking goddamn board game.
Finish your story.
It gets a lot worse, man. I go back there and tell them about that. I get screamed at by one of the guys. What the fuck is your problem? I was like, listen, man, I got no problem, but like, you just look around, watch what everyone else is doing. Just watch the game. Yeah. And one of the guys is like, why the fuck isn't the North Carolina game on? Like, because these guys were here first and they wanted to watch this.
It's game. Obviously the fucking Mets and the Yankees road to the baseball playoffs.
I wish. But that's a problem, another thing. So one of the guys, the only quiet guy out of the group, comes up to me, still giving me evil eyes though. He comes up, he goes, hey, where can we get some food around here? So I give him a menu. These guys order in some food and they get a ton of fried chicken. Like a ton. Ugh. I go back there, ask if they're good. I'm emptying their ashtray, and one of the guys like, you're too close to me. I was like, all right, I'm sorry. I'm obviously your mortal enemy now, whatever. They're eating their chicken, smoking the cigars. And I walk back and I see these guys shoving the napkins, like with the chicken bones into the couch, under the couch.
Yeah, but they asked you if you had any plates, right?
Herf called it. Herf maybe touched on the chicken part of the situation. He didn't tell me all this fucking shit.
Dude, it was a nightmare for hours.
No, they asked him fucking for napkins and
napkins and plates.
And he didn't have it. He's like, what kind of shit show is this? Like,
well, you should tell him this ain't no fucking KFC. Get the fuck out of here and go down to fucking Papa Juan's if you're looking for this fucking catering.
Oh.
You're mixing.
He's a good guy. He's a good guy. I'm just saying that's more of his crowd. Like, that's his crowd. That's his crowd. He's cool with that. I'm just saying that. I mean, fuck, for all I care, go down to fucking Nickel City and fucking ram that shit in. Fuck.
Yeah, I had Dominicans, and they were throwing their food into the cushions.
Nobody said they were Dominicans, Herfhead. I just guessed on that, and you just said, yeah, they were Dominicans, and they were doing
Well,
that.
I
I think
had Dominicans.
Yeah.
Oh my
He's
god!
got
Now, hey,
yeah.
now when it comes to shaving our nuts, we like to use fucking this and what's racist segment.
So, what's racist? We're gonna get to
Herfhead,
that.
but I agree with you. I do agree with you 1,000%, Herf. I agree with you. I back Herfhead on that fucking thing. Yo, why the fuck do you guys act like you ain't out of fucking house when you're doing that shit? It's so, dude. Even I had a couple of these fucking guys here, and I'm like, dude, you literally threw it the opposite way of where we put the fucking empties. Like, what are you doing? And you, like, I asked, they're all my fucking boys, and I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Like, you good? Are you good? Well, you asked me if I'm good for them. I'm like, well, you literally just threw something on my driveway where we're gonna hang out the next day.
And tell
Like-
them how it ends.
You talking to me? Yeah. So after I'm getting into like some heated quarrels with these guys, they storm out, and after that night, I'm cleaning up. I find a bunch of like beer cans and empty bottles and stuff stuck underneath the couch, chicken fingers stuff underneath the couch, forks in the couch, napkins in the couch. These guys just did not want to throw out anything. And next day, I get a call from the owner of the shop and general manager saying that a review was left for me, saying that I was racist and harassing a group of customers that came in, and that I accused them of things that were very stereotypical, which I 100% did, but I didn't think any stereotypes.
You already, dude, it wasn't a stereotype because you already knew it was gonna fucking happen.
Now, it doesn't matter if these people were 100 years old, 10 years old, men, women, doesn't matter. I would have said this to anybody. Like, you're just, it's just common decency. It's like if somebody's spitting in an ashtray, I'm going to say, please don't do that.
Oh,
if somebody's smoking in a humidor, I'm going to say, please don't do that.
I'm not going to lie, though.
Things.
I'm not going to lie, though. Had they had women there, you would at least had a couple big booty fucking Dominicans twerking. You'd be like, all right.
No, it's even worse with the women because they get loud.
Loud fucking fingernails everywhere. Do you guys got pool tables there? There's fucking fingernails in the pool pocket.
No, we used to have one.
Don't ruin JP's Dominican fantasy.
I Papi.
It's diluted.
So
yeah, I do. So I got chewed out, and I had to apologize to these people next time they came in.
Oh, fuck that shit, dude.
Admittedly, they were much chiller after that, but they didn't fuck with me at all. They purposely would like not ask for my help. They'd ignore me. Still doing the same shit, being loud, slamming bones, playing cards, making a mess.
Dude, Herfhead, you go, and then I'm gonna say my fucking piece to this, because like this shit fucking rattles my mind. Rattles.
Oh, I mean, I had one of those dudes, same group. Dude called me kid one time. I looked at him. I said, "I'm not a fucking kid." I'm like, "I don't."
It's kid or guy? Fucking dude, I'm throwing down now.
He's like, "Yo, kid,
guy,
you got napkins?" I was like, "Who are you talking to? Me?"
Dude, that's when you say, "Yeah, come get these napkins from your bitch's pussy." Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, what are you doing? Like, you're in a fucking establishment. Number one, it's a fucking establishment.
If it was my shop, I would have had them out on their ass before they even sat in their seat. Because they're fucking jerk-offs. They're fucking... Doesn't matter what
color
they are.
You're much more stern than I am.
No, I don't think so. I think you were harder on my ass than I was. I had an easier problem kicking people out because I wouldn't have to deal with them after, I kick them out. But you had no problem telling people what was up. I had an issue with telling people what was up. If I knew that, all right, it's time to kick them out, I could do that, no problem. So I'd never have to see them again. No, I'd go to like the smartest guy in the fucking crew.
Yeah.
Kneel next to him and be like, "Yo, check your fucking boys, or you're gonna fucking be out." I'm like, "I don't want to say it, but you're out of line." He's like, "All right, bro, appreciate it," and everybody shut the fuck up.
Yeah. So when you call them, I'm like, "Dude, you guys are alive." Like, so,
but you got to call them on and quiet. You can't announce.
Dude, only one person hears that. You don't even hear it. You say it yourself. You just say the fucking one guy. So I gotta touch on that here. I do 8 to fucking 20 people once a year here, and then we do it at my fucking boy's place up in Ellicottville. We do it here, and dude, you'll get guys you see once every fucking 4 years. You get guys that you see fucking twice a year, right here.
Yeah,
I'm not a fucking business. By no means am I a business, but I'm a fucking establishment. I am a true fucking establishment. Oh, you get these guys here where it's like I'm not gonna see this motherfucker in fucking 10 years now. You see me doing that. So you see this guy getting fucked up, faded by the end of the day, and you're like, yo, dude, whoa, we're gonna go clean up. All right, yeah. What do you want me to do? Pick up all the fucking beer caps with fucking cigarette butts in them. That's your job. Like, and I started calling fucking guys out. Didn't happen this year. Didn't happen the year before. Yeah, it happened. It's like every other year, but it's just like what the fuck's
Well, the year before was 2020, so it was the year before.
That's on you for not having a big stinky tray out there,
dude. I literally have a garbage-sized can ashtray. I put
you need that room
bags out, and I put fucking recycling bins out for people to throw these fucking things. And I'll sit there and watch.
There'll always be in a little cap.
Dude, I'll watch these guys, and I was like, "Why'd you just throw a fucking cigar into my neighbor's backyard?" Nobody in a fucking 2-mile radius smokes cigars here. If they do, they would be smoking fucking here. I know that.
Get that.
And you just check that, and they're pulling up this fucking Cuban. They're gonna Google it, and it's a fucking $80 Cuban cigar. Whoa, who smoked that on this block? Well, it's gonna come from here, obviously. And he's like, well, let's go pick it up. Well, I can't hop that fence. Well, I'm gonna get you out of 3-foot steps to him. You're gonna hop that fence. You're gonna grab it. You're gonna bring it back here. What you do with it on this property, I don't give a fuck. But it's not going in anybody else. Like, this is my property. It
reflects badly on you. It definitely reflects badly on you.
Dude,
I get it. Yeah.
What I get away with here when we're fucking having a good time here, dude, my neighbors don't say shit. They go, oh, when all your friends start laughing, we start laughing inside because you just hear all the laughing. And I'm like, thank you. I'll give them a heads up. I'll give them a fucking week heads up. Hey, by the they don't want to see shit in their backyard. Like, who the fuck's I live here and I'm not throwing anything in anybody else's backyard. Again, I could deal with it any fucking day of the week.
Hey, Sammy, how about this? All right, guys, we're closing up in 10 minutes. 10 minutes, guys. And that's already 11 o'clock at night.
It's 7:49. Oh, sorry. I thought this was like a subliminal message. Sorry, Herf. I thought that shit was totally fucking subliminal.
The store's already closed.
You can have like News 12 Long Island extreme weather warnings saying you're going to get 16 inches of snow in 1 hour. And people will stay there 30 minutes after we close. For no reason.
Not even smoking.
No, not even smoking. Finishing their drink, pouring another one, just laughing with people, being silly. Not thinking about the staff who's been there for 14 hours.
when you close at 11, you get a dude that walks in at 10:30 and buys a fucking Churchill. I always tell him, I said, listen, we're gonna close in a half an hour, so smoke to your time.
Hey, cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Good health. Good health.
Cheers.
Now, people that come in late to the shops, I think it's the same in any retail, any business like that, right? You got to realize that people aren't leaving that work there. They're not leaving when you close. They need to spend an hour and a half, 2 hours cleaning up after you, restocking, redoing this, redoing that. We weren't getting home until 3 a.m. most nights. It's
Friday nights, Sunday nights.
Yeah. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, we had to clean up. We had to restock. We had to.
You know what I hated? College basketball.
A cigar bar is like a bar. You guys have your peak.
Just like a bar.
You guys have your peak times, and it's much like a bar where it's like
it's worse.
A couple hours go into the opening, and a couple hours go into the fucking closing, which, dude, nobody understands.
That's worse because we don't get tips,
and we don't cut people off.
So that's one of my biggest things. How I leave this place, I will clean it up to a point where I know in the morning I can go here and I could, it's not going to be super fucked up. Because I try to treat this place like a fucking functioning business. It's my own fucking place. However I leave it, however it gets left, I have to fucking come out to it in the morning. And if it's that fucked up, last thing I want to do is when I come out here is fucking clean up shit.
Oh, one of the silliest questions I ever heard. Someone yelled at me because we didn't have toothpicks.
Yeah, you should have told him use your fucking buddy's dick.
You have toothpicks? I said no. Well, why don't you have toothpicks? Because we don't fucking serve food, asshole. If it was a steakhouse, then we would.
Why did you not tell him? If this guy wanted a fucking toothpick that bad, he uses fucking cellophane on his cigar.
I do it all the time.
Dude, like, how are you that unequipped? You can't even fucking figure out to use your own fucking cellophane.
We had
War and Boy
a
Scouts.
we had a great customer. He's very I'm not going to say his name, but was associated with big time New York mafia.
Oh, I know. We talked
But
about this guy the other day.
not on the air. So
No, not on the air. No.
No names.
but it was great because when he walked in and sat down in the back, everybody shut the fuck up. It was amazing. It was like hush came over the room. It was, and then it kind of started wearing out after a while. But for a while, it was really nice when he came in
Yeah,
because
until
everybody was
somebody
kind of like,
steps out of fucking line. And then he's like, I brought my buddy here today. He's 6'4". Let him sit
"Oh,
down and let him fucking sit here and do what he wants.
he always had a 6'4" buddy with him." But fucking
Herfhead, you're gonna love this. You're gonna fucking love this. Who do I get a text from last night because I'm on night shift, and who's always on night shift?
fucking G-Rock.
So G-Rock texted me last night. Can you get this? And I click the link he sends me. Herfhead's a PlayStation guy, right?
Yes.
What are you? What are you, Slam? What are you?
All I have right now is the Switch, but I want to get the new PlayStation, the PS5. I want it bad.
I don't even know what this is. That's a Nintendo thing. I'm still on a fucking Nintendo Wii
Yeah.
here. I literally all that's all I play.
I got
So
the
winter
Nintendo
time
Switch.
comes here. You come to the rebar in the wintertime. What do we play? Wii golf. I swear to God, it's been out here for about fucking 8 years now. Literally, you come here, you want to talk shit? Okay, put your cigars down, money, whatever we're doing. Let's bet it right now. Let's play a round of Wii golf.
That still plugs into TVs?
What's that?
That still plugs into a TV?
Is that an HDMI?
Yeah, you get an HDMI adapter. Dude, the TV I got is fucking good gaming TV. I can do whatever route you want to go, man.
I loved Wii Sports. That was my jam.
So, I don't know where the fuck I was going with it. So, yeah. Because like you got to click this link and get me that. I was like, okay, Xbox.
You asked me if I was a PlayStation guy.
No, I was just seeing what system. I know I didn't ask you. I knew you were a PlayStation guy. I was seeing what fucking Slam is. Okay.
I'm not a big video game guy, but I'll dabble if someone wants to play. I'll fuck someone up.
I know as fuck this guy that sent me this link last night ain't a fucking video game guy. This guy couldn't even turn on any fucking console from current to fucking 15 years ago. This guy can't even. He sends me this link. Okay, I didn't even wait for the picture to load. I click it. And I was like, yeah, what about this? We can't get these in New York. You get me one? Mail it to your house. I'll pick it up. Yeah, East Queens, New York. And I'm like, okay. Let me click the link. This guy scoped out the links and everything already for me to get this in Canada. Go there. I'm like, yeah, I can get it. Like, what's up? It's literally, it's an Xbox micro fridge. Holds 12 cans. Literally looks like an Xbox standing up. All the LED lights. Has the USB ports in the side to charge whatever the fuck you want to charge. And I go, dude, what the fuck do you need this for? I can't get them in New York. You get me one? Like, okay, yeah. I'll get you one. No big deal. It was fucking like $94. All in. Okay, whatever. Let me see. I start going. I get to the address part, and I'm like, okay, I can obviously get it.
Shipping.
What's your address? He sends me his address, and I'm like, okay, it's free shipping to get to you right now. He's like, what's the tracking number? I'm like, bro, literally, I just purchased it now. They don't have a tracking number yet. I literally bought fucking G-Rock of all fucking people who I shouldn't be fucking buying anything for. It looks like a fucking Xbox, but it's a fucking 12-can fridge. It holds 12 cans in the most compact way. It's like trying to pull one beer out of a fucking 12-pack. You know how you like
way off topic right there.
Well, it looks like a game system. I see where he's coming from.
It legit, and it's got the LED lights around it. Yeah, he's like, oh,
excuse me for just 1 minute, all right?
Yeah, this shit literally happened. Herfhead, this shit literally happened at like fucking 2 a.m, and I'm like, really? Like, okay, I'll do a Monday. He's like, no, I need to know. Can't find him anywhere. I can't find him. I'm like, all right. So I'm talking, and he's like pressing me about it. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, all right, dude. Like, yeah, it's in my fucking shopping cart, and I'm checking out now. Like, you want it send it to me or do you want it sent to you? Do you send it to me? Yeah, I'll fucking send it to you, man. Like, dude, like dude, for all I know, I'm probably getting fucking hacked right now because it's probably I'm like, I don't want to think it's a generic site, but it could be a generic site. I don't fucking know.
Ugh.
Either way, G-Rock potentially has a fucking Xbox mini fridge coming to him, and it literally looked like the game system. Pretty fucking cool, though.
Did you pay with a credit card or you pay with PayPal?
Nah, I pay with my fucking credit card. That shit's covered. If he gets it within a couple of days, will I buy myself one? 100%. It's going right by my nightstand in bed.
Didn't know you're that big of a video game guy.
I'm not a big video game guy, but I do like a couple cold beverages right beside the bed. So, as much as PlayStation's done, I've gone with Xbox. I haven't got anything past the 360, and I haven't got anything past the PlayStation. What is that? 4? 3?
Yeah,
4.
yeah, I'm the PS. I got a PS4 still.
Do I have a PS4 or do I have a PS3?
I haven't.
I have a 4. I had a 4. So I have a PlayStation 4 and I have Xbox 360. That's the furthest I've gone. I love playing video games. I get super invested in it for about maybe 4 to 30 minutes a week, like 4 hours to 30 minutes, and then I forget about it. It's the point where do I hook it up? Do I hook it up out here? Or do I hook it up in the house?
Did you got into all the NHLs and shit?
Last game I played was 2018, 2019.
Okay, that's about me.
So all I did was Call of Duty, NFL, the EA ones, and the NHL, the EA ones. That's literally all I played.
There is no other hockey. I don't think there's any football either. I think it's all EA.
No, they do what's the other fucking company that does it?
2K?
Fellas, I'm sorry I had
2K,
to
yeah.
dip out.
Or is that just basketball now?
What's up, Slammy?
Sorry, I was just saying sorry I had to leave for a second there.
Oh, that's all good. No, I think 2K is out of business.
Oh, 2K still does basketball at least, and they did college, I think. They
They don't
didn't
do hockey.
2K. I just bought 2K 2022.
So
The
they
Switch
dropped out.
doesn't allow you to update.
They dropped out of hockey.
Yeah, I mean, dude, you remember? Fuck. So we got to get wrapping it up here. Obviously, I mean, we're still gonna do our green room shit after our post green room or diarrhea room, whatever the fuck it's called. Herfhead, one game, one video system. What would you bring back right now?
Oh,
The game's got to match the video system, but what are you bringing back right now to be like current?
Max Payne.
Was that PlayStation 1?
On the Xbox.
they had
Right.
it was.
That
I
was
think they
Xbox.
had it on PlayStation too, right? It was just Xbox.
Yeah.
I want to say
Oh, was it
PlayStation
exclusive?
1, man.
I think it was an exclusive. Or there was also something called The Darkness that was great.
Darkness.
Darkness. It was all about
Darkness.
So Max Payne's your mainstream, and then like your deep cut is the darkness.
I think so.
All right, Slammy, go. Dude, to be honest, now that I've had a couple drinks, dude, Slam, what's up?
How you doing?
Slam's so fucking casual, man. Dude, that's
Dr-
fucking casual. I feel like when I was
drinking out
calling
of
him
his,
Sam, I'm like, I'm not trying to do the guy's taxes. Like, he's not fucking trying to write me like Slam.
If you were doing my taxes, you'd call me Samson. That's
Samsonite. Samsonite.
Yeah. So if I was going to bring back like, a
Swami.
mainstreamer, you guys remember a game called Sly Cooper?
I don't.
All right, so that was a big game on the PS2. I'd bring back Sly Cooper, but I'd give it like the modern graphics that they're doing on Halo, and I'd like to see that with on the PS5. That would be cool. Because PS5 is doing crazy stuff with graphics right now.
Okay.
And if I was going to do a not so popular game, but a game I liked, there was this game called Tack and the Power of Juju. It was like a Nickelodeon
fucking heard of that.
exclusive game, weird thing. Also, it was on Xbox, it was on PlayStation. I think they did it on GameCube too. You guys remember the GameCube?
Oh, dude, I used to have a GameCube literally just for Smash Brothers.
Yep. Yeah. I would take I'd bring back Tack and the Power of Juju. Look that game up. think they did a TV show with it too. It was like a Nickelodeon owned thing, but the game was awesome.
I was gonna fucking say this has got to be some Nickelodeon shit. And
It
literally,
was, yeah.
literally, dude, that's between my age gap to yours, but my sister's that, so I know I fucking seen it. I know,
it
and
was
she had a fucking
solid.
GameCube, and then I inherited her GameCube when I was like, "You have fucking Smash Brothers," and that's what we used to play before we used to go to the bar with Smash Brothers.
How about you, JP?
So I got to go N64 007.
Oh,
Great
wow.
game. Skiing.
Dude.
Game changer. Yeah.
One of the greatest games of all time.
Yeah, I forgot that.
So it got to a point, whatever level we played, if we were playing multiplayer,
GoldenEye.
had I killed you so many times, I knew where you're going to respawn.
Yeah.
And you could go, dude, you could be the opponent dying. You're like, I'm just going fucking straight knives. You go odd job, knives, you're fucking killing people. Dude, you die. Game over. A game I would
played that
fucking...
in like 20 years.
So what was the... dude, honestly, had it not be so fucking expensive right now, and I don't know anybody that wants to sell me one, I would have it fucking hooked up out here. Imagine doing a fucking thing where we could fucking play 007 online with fucking people from multiple, like...
I can get you that next week on the cheap.
Where I could play everybody else from the internet?
I don't know about that, but...
Well, that's me then. Fuck.
He wants to play live with people. And, like,
I don't know if that's
out 13-year-olds in the chat.
Yeah. Fully
no, because dude, no, because the controller is too big for their hands. They can't fucking manage.
All right, and the odd game that you would want to bring back.
Perfect Dark.
Perfect Dark.
So that was a futuristic version of 007. But you could play against Sims, and you pick their level. And all the levels in 007 multiplayer were the exact same, but they were futuristic. Dude, that like...
Look that game up too. What was that? What's this?
Perfect Dark or Perfect Darkness? Perfect Dark, I think it is.
I think I know what you're talking about. I don't think it's called Perfect Dark, but yeah.
Don't make me fucking Google it right now, Herfhead. I'm telling you, I'm spitting fucking lava right now, boy.
It's probably Darkness, the game that you liked, Herfhead.
There you go.
No, I'm telling you, it's Perfect Dark.
Perfect Dark, right.
I'm telling you, I swear to fucking God. Same creators as 007. They did it like so many years later. That or the WCW versus the NWO video game, the fucking wrestling video game.
I had that. I had that one too.
Dude, fucking good. Like nobody. I'm taking a piss. Nobody can tell me that it's not a fucking good video game. Like so fucking good.
I like this podcast because of the tangents.
I think that Darkness game he's talking about was some kind of like first-person shooter that had to do with aliens.
Was it called Nighttime Falls or something? What are you talking about?
No, I had that where you had to change. You would change, and like the zombies would come out at night.
You were like part of like the FBI or CIA, and like you were tasked with like taking out aliens, but you also had to get to a certain point to save your family. I played that on I think PS2. It was called something like that. They always had commercials for it, though. I remember.
It's hard to remember this shit.
We're getting old. We're getting old.
Yeah, but my buddy Stank Mask Gartner, shout out, love you. He's got everything for sale. If you want anything, he's got it. He's got 20 fucking NESs, 20 SNESs, everything. He has video games like I have cigars.
Oh wow! I mean, I wish I was more of a video game guy.
Dude, yeah, I'm not.
Everybody was when they were younger. That's the crazy fucking shit.
I really wasn't. You know,
I was that
like
fourth grade, meeting girls behind the jungle gym.
I was fucking dudes.
Yeah, and dudes. Sorry, teachers. No, I was that ripe age though. Like when the PS2 came out, I was in 4th, 5th grade. That was like the same time the GameCube came out and the Xbox. So video games were just everything when I was younger. By the time like high school came around, that didn't matter. Girls mattered and like skateboarding mattered. And
getting high
was different. Yeah, exactly.
So, dude,
my parents used to buy me a system every year, but they would buy me one game with it.
Bro, get good at that shit. Get that next one to your birthday.
It was always the Wheel of
Until
Fortune
next year,
game,
until I
the
get a new
worst game
system.
ever.
Dude, no. So here's the worst part about Herfhead's birthday. Herf's birthday, should we get the game for his birthday? The next game wouldn't be fucking released till 11 months later. So whatever it was, he was either stupid good at it, or he was like, fuck this system, I'll wait till the next year and get a new console. Dude, you have a fucking
Amen, brother.
punk ass birthday. Like, honestly, like, yeah, I'm stoked as fuck it's your birthday coming up. But like, as far as dates go,
November?
you're like, no, but you know what though? At the
Oh.
same time now, where I'm at a point in my life, and like my age, I was like, you know what? You ain't sweating during your birthday. You're fucking comfortable. It's not hot. It's not too cold. Yeah.
You know what I did for my birthday last year?
What's
Anal.
Fucking slept. I slept
No,
a lot
we
of
hung
dick and I
out, didn't
slept.
we?
No, I think I went to the club.
What's
We have
that
a-
called?
that? Sam's
back room.
Club.
Back door.
Oh, fucking here we go. Membership
Damn.
once, buy it. Good for fucking a year now.
Yeah.
I
Had to
remember the
fucking
best.
had to swipe my tongue in his asshole to get into the fucking club.
Hey,
Terrible.
remember the
Chip?
thing when you said coconut's smaller
Just a
than
tip.
your fist?
He's got a pretty big fist, dude. He's a liar. He's got a pretty big fist.
Well, hey, it's not about the size of his fist, it's about the size of these coconuts that are smaller than his fist.
And those
Yo.
watches hurt. Ouch.
Oh, yeah, bro, I get it. You restore these watches. Fucking take them off before you want to go fucking elbow deep.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Yo,
Part
they
of
ain't
his
bicep
really
watches. Fucking take these bad boys off. Fucking give this guy a little bit of fucking arm hair pleasure. All right,
But he gives me like,
perfect.
he gives me like a heads up. He tells me what kind of watch it is, and he gives me
Hey.
$2-3 to rate it at the end. You know.
He's like, heads up, it's from 1990.
Oh,
And you're
I know
like,
that
oh
watch.
my god. All her going through Herford's head, he's like, oh, Nintendo.
Casio.
Casio. Dude, I would kill for a fucking good Casio watch though right now.
Hit me up. I got you.
So I'm sort of a watch guy. I collect Nixon watches. You know Nixon?
Yeah, sure.
So I have anything I thought was good for probably about the past 10 years. But it's my opinion, right? So I have the Casio fucking Nixon one. Dude, literally my favorite fucking piece to wear.
No, those are cool watches.
It's
Nixon's
so
are
fucking
awesome.
simple. Number two, it's a calculator. If I'm ever in a
I have
bind and I can't find my cell phone.
I've got one of the original early '80s Back to the Future calculator watches.
I got the Inspector Gadget one.
That's actually a lot cooler.
But you know what though? I don't think I've ever seen the Back to the Future ones.
Yeah, they still sell them like the new ones at Kmart, Target, or whatever. But
With all the
if you go on
numbers on it.
eBay and you look, yeah,
Dude,
you
that
look at
new
like
shit
you
ain't worth
find
shit.
the new ones, they go for some serious money. I mostly I collect like Omegas. That's my favorite.
Nice.
Never owned a watch in my life.
Yeah, you fucking have.
It's
No,
always
my
Herf
girlfriend-
time.
My girlfriend bought me a pocket watch. That was it. That was about it.
Is that like a cock ring?
Not my current girlfriend, because I don't have one.
I was gonna say current girlfriend. I'm like, okay. Herf got a couple girls I know this guy could just fucking pounce on like a fucking leopard.
It slides in
Watch
the
your
cup.
mouth.
As
Watch
much
your
as
mouth.
Herfed plays like he I know Herf's got girls around. He's like, no, not right now. I'm too drunk. Like when she's horny, it's on Herf's off days.
Last time I jerked off, it was a wax dart.
That's what came out. That's what came
Yeah.
out.
It hit the wall and stuck to the wall like a Nerf,
Like
a.
like
Nerf.
Do you at least have a
birthday
dartboard up?
No, I didn't. I should have. I could have aimed it.
Dude, we could be making at least $1,000 a dart right now. If you put up a fucking dartboard, we could, between the three of us right now, we could be making $1,000 a fucking dart. Maybe more.
Well, I put it in a bag and I froze it. So I don't know what I do with it. Maybe
Fucking
next
year.
Vladimir Putin uses them. That's the fucking thing. He ships them off to fucking Russia.
I might make
Vlad,
some
how do you
edibles
like
with
this
it.
one? He's like, oh, your frozen darts are great.
Yeah. No, I was gonna do some edibles, maybe.
What's that?
Maybe make some edibles with it.
I would never take them. Honestly, I'm thinking right now, Herford, I would never take them. And if you ever offer me an edible out of a fucking unsealed bag, if I take one, I'm gonna fucking punch you so hard the next morning.
It's like
He's
extra
like,
sticky Reese's
he's like,
cup.
ha ha ha, 2% THC, 98% sperm.
You drank my sperm last night, JP.
Yeah. Like, oh, does it taste like weed? No, it tastes like fucking. It's salty. It tastes like
It's
high noon
Lajero.
almost.
Lejero. I had pineapple juice.
Dude,
It's Corona?
Herfed. I gotta be honest. The amount Herfed drinks, dude, you couldn't even produce anything fucking solid to even be close to a dart. Herfed's look shooting that shit. It literally just comes out like the nooner on a can,
What does
like
having
the
a
fucking
drink
sun.
have to do with your fucking get the fuck out of here? What are we talking about?
We're going in circles. I got a question though. So
Me or Herfed?
for me, it's Herfhead, but I'm sure you can chime into this. I've
Fuck,
only
I'm
ever
sure
seen,
fuck I could.
I've only ever seen Herfhead smoke a. I've known you for coming on to 6 years now. I've only ever seen you smoke a cigar one time in person, and seeing you smoke this one was only the second time I've ever seen you smoke a cigar.
Bro, dude.
I
So
worked with
let me
this
answer
guy.
this
I saw
first.
him every day for years.
Let me answer this first as not being Herfed, but being a dude that spends probably fucking 20 hours a week with Herfed. Dude, I maybe see him smoke a fucking. So the past 4 episodes, he's at least cut it and lit it. In 2 years that we've been doing this shit, Herfed, I've maybe seen you smoke 5 cigars to your dome.
I can name the last like 6 cigars I smoked on the episodes. What the fuck?
No, I'm talking that you lit and finished. I ain't talking about that you fucking just lit and fucking
You're talking about
didn't
like
finish.
ones that he got down to the roach.
So
Dude,
you know what?
there's a lot
2
that I didn't
episodes
finish
ago,
because I didn't fucking like them.
Earthhead, 2 episodes ago,
whoa.
you lit up that one from what's that fucking Monster Mash shit? He lit up that one. He's like, this is shit, and he actually put it out.
It was
The
disgusting.
Drac.
Yeah.
That the Monster Mash isn't getting the best reviews out there. I still haven't really cracked into mine, but I'm
So
not hearing great things.
I smoked the creature. And it tasted like Maduro air.
So I've heard the creature is the one with the most flavor, but just like the rest of them, it doesn't have the strength that you'd expect from most tatuajes.
Dude, there was
And I think
nothing.
most people want tatuaje for a little bit of that strength with the flavor, which is what they're known for.
It's
There was no
strength
body.
or a lot of flavor.
There was nothing.
No body to it.
You would exhale and you go,
Yeah.
where the fuck is
So
that
I saw
smoke?
you. The only time I ever saw you smoke, you had a bunch of buddies come over to Matador. I saw you smoke a cigar, and it tripped me out. Like I thought about it for weeks afterwards. This guy who has so many cigars, he's like a infinite database of cigar knowledge. Never smoked cigars.
I
In front
became
of
disgusted.
people.
In my opinion, I know Herfed smokes cigars. He likes to smoke what he likes to smoke when he wants to smoke that fucking thing. Now, Herfed ain't feeling the fucking vibe. He ain't feeling the fucking, somebody hands him a fucking cup and it's fucking Colombian and not fucking Nicaraguan. He's like, fucking palate change. Can't do that. Herfed smokes when he wants to fucking smoke. This guy will be the first guy on the show to fucking have a cigar sometimes. And I was like, whoa, are you already smoking? And he catches me off guard. It's like, yeah, why? He's aggressive about it too. He's like, yeah, why? Oh fuck!
I don't know if
I just did
Slammy
6
burned
episodes with you, and you didn't even light a cigar.
bullshit. Slam.
Bullshit.
I don't
Not
know if
bullshit.
Slam fucking
Not
six
bullshit.
episodes. 6 episodes I didn't smoke a cigar. You can kiss my ass with that story. But
No.
How
How many episodes do you think you've done where you actually fucking got a cigar down respectfully to put out? Because you smoke a lot of good shit to fucking put that out where you're not disappointing people.
I only put out the Drac.
I think there was one other one too you did put out.
Yeah.
I do think that.
It was a sacrifolium, right? Was it a sacrifolium?
Yeah, exactly. That or one of the fucking MAs, the black and
I
orange.
love me some
fucking dumpster fire.
Personally. No, the sacrifolium is awesome. But what were you saying? You were saying Herfhead. You're saying
how good was the Radix? You remember the Radix?
I got 2 cabs.
Oh my
That's
god, dude, the Radix
easy.
is holy
That's
fuck.
in my like top 20 best cigars ever.
I'm flattered.
I've smoked maybe 50 of those things by now. So we
Dude,
used to
so
get
I think
a
I've rated
shop.
honestly I've rated that probably the past fucking 5-6 years. Is the Radix as one of the best cigars I fucking smoked that year.
I'm
Dude, that
not a
shit's
guy who
like almost
smokes
like
a
an
huge
aged
cigar
Chromac.
often.
That's just like an aged Chromac. Dude, it gets fucking, whether you like it or not, it fucking shit gets better with time.
Oh, geez, I
It's
haven't had a
crazy.
Cro-Mag in a long time, but I know I
Yeah.
like them. But I was
So
saying
I'm
that
an anthropology
yeah,
guy,
sorry.
which is the opposite fucking size of that cigar.
Anthropology is a beautiful size. Shut the fuck up. Let Slammy talk.
All right, fuck. Sorry, Slammy, go.
No, you're
Sorry,
all good. I was just
Slammy,
saying
Miami.
we used to get like one sub $15 shift cigar per shift. And I'm not a guy who smokes the same cigar like 2 days in a row or even like two in the same week usually. I
Sammy,
was
how
smoking
Italian
the
are you?
Radix.
Fuck, you're talking with your hands like a motherfucker. How you're Italian, right?
I mean, a little bit. But yeah, I was smoking a lot of Radixes, one after
Bro,
another after
sorry.
another.
Don't hold those
Flying through
hands
them.
down though. Keep talking.
Hey.
Here's just like a cigars.
I didn't even notice I was doing that.
No, dude, it's just natural. It's like I'm gonna talk too, and my fucking hands are gonna be flying. I'm probably gonna knock the camera over. Sorry, dude. Go talk. Go.
No, that was it. I'm just saying, I'm not a guy who smokes cigars the same one over and over and over because there's so much variety out there. When I had my first Radix, I like fell in love and I smoked one, and then for my next shift cigar, I'd smoke another one. And there was like maybe 3 weeks in a row where I smoked one every single day for like 3 weeks. It blew my mind how different it was compared to everything else. And
It's
they were consistent. I was pulling them out of like 7 different cabs. Like we were selling that many of them. It wasn't all from the same box, and they all tasted the same and just awesome and terrific.
Money.
it's a blend that we had, but we slapped a Nicaraguan wrapper on it rather than a Honduran wrapper on it. We made it a shorter size.
It's a terrific cigar.
Yeah, people hit me up for it.
If anybody has a shop that sells Sacrifolium, you know where to get any Sacrifolium. They're all very good.
Dude,
And if you get a chance to see the Radix and get a Radix, buy them all. It's like one of the best cigars
that's
you'll ever have.
Herfhead's fucking all-time flex.
The
Herfhead, like this Herfhead and Sacrifolium is gonna go down in fucking literally for the rest of the fucking cigar world.
Right.
Everybody likes those cigars.
Number one,
Yeah,
the
especially the
Sacrifolium.
place I had them in the clearance bin. That place,
Dude, don't like. We're not being fucking humble right now. If we're gonna be humble, I'll say I got a medium-sized cock. It's hard as fuck, but I got a medium-sized cock. Dude, Herfhead number one, the Sacrifolium line was fucking ridiculous.
Mm.
Everyone tasted so fucking different, and everyone was a fucking Vitola. Dude, they fucking ridiculous. And then you released the fucking MA line, right?
Yeah.
Just over there, up on the fucking wall, dude. I gave
Which wasn't that great. It was okay.
Fuck, dude. I had a guy at work who was like, "Oh, fuck, I
being humble.
love cigars." I gave this guy one of my MAs. I gave him another pack because he's like, okay, just beginning to be friends with this guy. Still never smoked here. I've never smoked at his place. Whatever. Gave him that cigar. And he's like, dude, it's like that's the strongest cigar I've ever had. But he's like, it was fucking great. And I was like, it is 1,000%. It is a strong cigar.
I didn't think it was a strong cigar.
Amazing cigar. He's like, dude. Anytime I see this guy, and I see him once a day, he's like, you got any of these MAs with the orange fucking? I'm like, no, I don't. No, I don't.
Perf. Where were those MAs made again? Was that
Anybody else
proprietary?
getting crazy reverb, or is that just me?
Might just be you, but could also be
I think it's just you,
my
bro.
headphones are a little loud.
Okay. Everything was made at Racy's Cubana.
Even the MAs?
Don't say fucking names.
Oh
man.
no!
Don't say fucking
MA
names.
was made at the Kellner.
Racist Cuban factory.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bro, don't fucking give up your hints, man. Let fucking people come begging for that shit. Dude. Herfhead busts my balls. I bust his balls. This motherfucker can blend some of the best cigars in the fucking market right now. Fuck all these other companies. Fuck United. Fuck this. Fuck Untied. Bro, you ain't get on that fucking Mad Airy blended shit. You're fucking dumb.
You
Straight
get
up,
that United. That's some low hanging fruit right there.
Bro, we like to call it Untied. Untied Cigars. That's going to be mine and Herfhead's newest venture.
They dropped us.
Technically,
I
They dropped
spiritually,
us as a
whatever.
sponsor.
The MA was a cigar. If anyone doesn't know, that Herfhead blended at the Kellner Boutique Factory. Amazing smoke. I don't remember what the blend was, but
Brazilian
Dude,
That's
Cuban or
tummy
wrapper.
smoke, man. Fucking insane. So listen. Herfhead, anytime you want to bring the MA back, here's my pitch to it.
I
Hey,
can't.
ladies and gentlemen, you have a wiener, you have a vagina, you have a fucking good palate. Smoke the MA. Don't be a
I don't
fucking
have.
in between. Smoke
I
that
don't
shit.
have.
Love
I
it.
don't have
Enjoy it.
access. I don't have access to KBF anymore. Edgar Julian moved on and made his own factory.
oh, I didn't know that.
You'll get it back though. Let's do it. Let's do a fucking MA
All that shit you've been smoking is out of his new
1.5.
factory.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna fucking happen.
Like when
We're
he
gonna
came out
talk
with the
about it. It's gonna
orals and
happen.
shit.
We're
That's
gonna
when he
fucking
started it.
create a dream. Requiem for a dream. It's gonna create itself. It's gonna fucking happen.
Nah, you know what you got to keep your eye out for?
Hit us.
Fucking big, tall Rob cigar.
All right.
I'm working with a dude in the industry.
I want 2 packs right away.
We're gonna make some 5-packs. It's gonna be good. Probably gonna be another 2 months or so.
I'll be waiting.
Big tall Rob cigar. Fucking get you some. 1 second. I just had a fucking thing pop on my screen.
I missed what you were saying about the Edgar Julians. You're saying he's not doing his stuff with KBF anymore. Who are the new packs with?
No, his own factory.
Yeah. So what's the factory? I'm sorry, I missed it. What's his own factory called?
What's his factory called? I forgot.
Okay.
He started doing like the friends and family, like the Oro. What are you holding up there?
Sorry, I was just showing shit to the camera. my bad, dude. My
He
bad,
even
bro.
had some. He even had some boxes labeled KBF, but they were from his factory. So.
You gave me a 10-pack of gold wrap friends and family like 3 years ago.
Oh my god, that's
Amazing!
KBF.
It was a Connecticut. Yeah, that was a Connecticut. It was like a Pyramides. Really nice cigar. What's funny about that?
Because you were covering my shift, and what was I dropping off? Oh, I was dropping off cash for you. You didn't have change.
Cash.
Yeah, you're dropping off. It was my birthday. You gave me an Opus. You gave me an Opus
No,
A.
no,
And that.
No,
pack, right?
no. Let's hear about this. I gotta hear, dude. I feel right now.
no.
So
You
fucking
met
hard.
me when I
I
gave
gotta
you
hear
that
about the
brick.
fucking Herf to Slam birthday gift. Slam's got it, man. Slammy's got it already in his mind. That's just fucking
Slammy's
coming
wrong.
out. Dude, if
Slammy,
I could be wrong.
Slammy, if I ain't gonna lie, honestly, I think you almost got to be on the show just regularly. Straight
I'll
up,
hop on,
dude.
man. I'll hop on. I'll tell you, dude.
Imagine
not
us.
to-
Imagine it's like a foursome, but it's just 3 of us banging fucking whoever fucking comes on the show.
Not to pull the mic off you, but I gotta blow Herfhead some more and tell about this one time that he gave me a birthday
Who's
gift.
Mike?
It might have been a Christmas gift.
Who's Mike?
Haha. So it might have been Christmas, might have been my birthday. Tell me after I explain this, but he
This
hooked
guy
me up
celebrates.
with the most mega cigar present of all time. You remember this when you gave me the sealed box of Viaje Carolina Reapers? You gave me a sealed box of Roma Craft Witchcrafts, a sealed box of original release Genetic Deformities. You gave me a sealed box of Man of War Rune. I don't remember the Man of War, but it was a great little dark Robusto. They were terrific. You gave me a box of, it was a Petit Corona. You gave me a box of Colonial. Those were done by Aganorsa. It was like a pipe and pint exclusive. You gave me a box of those, the Toros.
yeah, man,
Out of this world. And then like tons of other like filler cigars. The guy gave me like 150 cigars.
I didn't give you a Halloween box.
Yo, Slam.
I think yeah.
1 second. I don't want to interrupt. I don't mean to interrupt.
No,
we got to have a segment, Stump the Cigar Chump. And Herfhead's the fucking, try to stump him with cigar, give him fucking 5 hints. This guy will guess it.
No, he knows everything.
Dude, the guy's
like
a genius. Literally a genius. Dude, look what he blends. Fuck me. Like, dude, shit's stupid.
A week after he gave me that massive like Toys R Us bag filled with cigars. He comes up to me and he hands me the was an Opus 7 sampler from like 3 years back, like one of the yellow those beautiful boxes.
Yeah.
It had like a Taurus the Bull in it, a Don Arturo, had an Angel Share in. Oh, it was a beautiful, beautiful. Opus
I got
7.
one of those too.
Dude, he's just like, here, happy birthday or happy late Christmas. I don't remember what it was, but I felt like indebted to him. Of course, I ended up taking a bunch of your shifts. So
No, yeah, we broke even.
yeah, sure.
Dude, I would call this guy up. Like his shift would start like at 10 in the morning, 11 in the morning. I'd call him up like fucking 11:30, 12. Like, I don't feel good, man.
That's enough notice.
No, he's like, no. But then he's got to get on the horn with his friends and family and loved ones and see if anybody's got plans or we're going out to dinner that night. Maybe we're gonna go for some sushi. You know, so he definitely missed out on a lot of. He went above and beyond of what anybody should do.
You got your back, you got mine.
Amen, brother.
That's how everybody should treat their friends.
Oh yeah, man.
Absolutely.
You know, make that dick bounce when that dick want to bounce. That's it, man.
Boing boing.
That dick's a metaphor, by the way, too. All right. You know what? Let's wrap up the episode with one last question. One thing. This is going to be up for everybody, I guess. Where they live, like their primary. What's one thing you would trade Florida for New York for, and what's one thing you would trade fucking... Yeah. All of us go that. So, sorry, 1 second. Herfhead, you have to relocate. Why you want to go there, you have to replace that for, and vice versa. And same with me.
And go.
Fucking Herf. And go. Answer now. Go.
Okay,
so
go ahead, Slam.
Oh, okay. So
I was going to say probably some.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Who's going?
I got to ask the question. I'm a little confused by the question. So I'm saying because
I was going to say
it's easy for you.
Slam,
What's one thing you would take with Florida with you to New York, and what's one thing you would take from New York to Florida?
Okay. So one thing I would take from New York to Florida is the fall. I miss the fall. I miss the whole fall vibes in New York. Like everyone's eating like clams and oysters in the fall in New York. I'm from Oyster Bay. Everyone's doing like apples and pumpkins and all that stuff. I miss the leaves changing. I miss all the fall festivals. That's something I would love to bring down here because in the fall here it's still pretty warm. Something I would definitely like to bring down to New York from here is the Florida winters are banging, just beautiful. It's like 75 every day, never rains. It's gorgeous. It's sunny. I mean I love the snow like before Christmas when it's still magical, but
yeah, fucking
once
all
like
that up
snow hits
and black.
yeah, dude, in like January and February you don't want to be in the snow and having to shovel that and drive through it, and it's nasty.
Do you own a Speedo? Do you own a Speedo?
No, I don't own a Speedo. I got too much going on down there to wear a Speedo.
And that, in my opinion, is the difference from going down there for a week. You rock a Speedo, you ain't gonna see any of these motherfuckers again. To like living down there for probably like let's say 9 months a year. You know you're gonna run into this motherfucker, and you're like, "Hey, you're the Speedo guy. You're the Speedo guy."
That's how they knew Herfhead at Matador. He used to wear Speedos to all the cigar events.
That's it.
You know, everybody loved it.
Speedo.
It was really strange too because he was tight when you had to walk through, so you had to always rub against some guy's ass. You know, that's like the guys who bought the most like lotto tickets. I would bump them with my dick.
This is a side question. This is a legit side question. If you're in a tight area and there's a guy there,
I gotta catch a plane in like a half an hour.
No, so just listen. It's a tight area. It's in a humidor, and you got to sneak by a guy.
I gotta go see Robert Caldwell in Miami.
You go front to back, or do you go back to back? Front to back or back to back? What do you go when you're sneaking by somebody?
Robert Caldwell. What's up?
front to front or back to front? What do you go when you're sneaking by somebody?
Back to back.
Okay.
That's the classy
Slam,
answer.
what about you?
I'm a classy guy, back to back, 100%.
Okay. Yeah. 100%
How
back to
much
back.
else you could really do? You can't walk forward, otherwise you wouldn't. I mean,
No, you can go front to back and try to get the odd.
how could you
Like
back?
you're trying to get it other way, but you're still it's always still grazing. You're going back to back, your
No,
butt's grazing butts. You know what I mean? Like no matter what.
if you go front to back, you're not fucking grinding on anybody's asshole with your hard dick. Your dick stuck in your pants. I used to have to. I used to get so hard at Matador that I have to put my dick up into my belt and strap my belt really tight.
It's like one notch tight, one notch closer. Choke that motherfucker off.
I'd go into the
Buckles to
bathroom when
knuckles.
they had we have soap in the bathroom, so what I would do is I'd soap my dick up so it gets slippery.
Oh, fucking right, man. That's like a fleshlight, but in your belt.
Yeah, we used to have food catered too. I used to do the same shit. I'd walk in and grab like a handful like mussels from a marinara and just throw that shit down in
Dude,
my pants.
Herfhead's fucking cock just looks like a fucking sea cucumber.
It is. It's
It's fucking
separate.
amazing.
It's a separate entity.
So,
Oh my god!
all right. Last question of the show. We're gonna wrap it up.
The
Have you
second
guys
last
caught
question.
anybody jerking off anywhere in a fucking cigar lounge? And if so, what was the outcome?
Who goes first?
Fuck.
I haven't
Whoever's
seen
got that
that,
answer
but
the
I have
quickest.
seen some guy inappropriately caressing what I believe was a prostitute or a lady of the evening, an escort. And I had to pull him aside and say, please don't do that in front of all these people. And he accused me of being jealous.
Is it? What was he doing with that escort? Not to get too detailed, like fronter,
He was just
lower.
rubbing between her legs and stuff, and she seemed to like not notice or care. She was just on her phone.
Hey,
This was an
and
older,
that
heavy
was the
set
last
guy.
Untitled rep that came to the shop. Last
He was
female Untitled
general,
rep.
actually.
General. All right, dude, I
Oh
could
no,
see that
honey,
100%. I could see that.
that's Plume.
That's
That's
Plume.
Plume.
Oh, honey.
Dude, that
That's,
ain't even that Plume.
remind me for the next show.
When you're at,
Oh, honey,
so
that's Plume. Next show.
have you
So
ever been to have
anyway,
have you ever
shut
been
the
to
fuck
Plume
up. You're
Slam?
going off topic.
No. Have you ever been to? It's literally on topic. Have you ever been to Plume, Sam? Have you ever been to Pittsburgh's Plume?
Or Bloom.
That is off topic.
Bloom.
No, I've never been there.
So you would be the guy writing a bad review if there wasn't a fucking hooker on you. That's just the side note to Plume. That's it. All right.
Yeah,
No
they have
comment.
they have strippers that come in on the weekends.
No, it was like Thursday, Friday, and Saturdays. Like that was it. Dude, I brought my wife in there just to grab a couple of cigars because you recommended it for me. And like we walk
Yeah.
in there and it looks like a fucking ran down piano shop with like slash cigar shop. Like there's
With the
probably
most
hookers'
with the
bones there. There's hookers
the
that have
most
been there so long. There's decaying bones. Like it's dust.
there's bras on the ceiling of the humidor.
Dude, 1,000,000%. Like there's panties just stapled to the wall. Like it's
Dude, how
fucking,
good-
and they're dusty. Like
How
it's
good was that
bizarre.
cigar? How good was that cigar selection?
Dude, so when you do make it to the back of the
Best.
humidor, probably the craziest modern day rarest shit you're looking for.
It was like the
Shops
length
like
of
that
Matador. It was
have
like the length.
old gems.
It was
Dude,
like
it
the
looks
length of
like you're
Matador.
it looks like you're at like a
Really?
small fucking Sam's Club
Like all
of just
Matador?
crazy cigars.
That's very cool.
Double-sided.
I love old shops like that. Like
Dude,
the
and
shops
all
that, like,
all the
skeezy
cigars are
ones, you
on
always
is these
find the
wire
coolest stuff.
racks. It's all wire racks.
Yeah, big
Yeah.
sign on the humidor. No coats allowed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you take your coat off.
What if that's all you're wearing?
Then
Guys.
you can't go in. Hey,
I hate to do this.
Hey.
I have to skedaddle.
let me finish the fucking question real quick. The
Finish,
worst thing
go
I
ahead.
saw, I saw some girl jerking off a guy under a blanket. He was fingering her and she was jerking him off. And Ashley told me about it, and I was just
Why
like,
did you bring a blanket to the cigar lounge, Herfhead?
shut the fuck up.
Herfhead was that girl.
It was a nice blanket.
My ass still hurts. Anyway,
Oh,
our
God.
guest has got to go. Fucking JP, what's your final words?
Ladies and gentlemen, Rebar Show, Slam Frankel, Herf
It was
Daddy,
an honor.
Herfhead. Look at us, bosses. Let's do it again soon.
Absolutely.